Good afternoon, everybody. This is Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network. Coming to you live this afternoon from Anthony Field at Abilene Christian University for the regional semifinal game between your Decatur Eagles and the Canyon Randall Raiders. I'm Pat Wadlington, along with my friends Charlie Tibbles, Tony Mooney, and Buddy Kirkland on stats. We will be right back here in a moment for your Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug pregame show right after this.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Case and Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at ariehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to the pregame show brought to you by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug. This afternoon's Tale of the Tape, a comparison between the two schools. Decatur, the champion out of District 4 4A, and Randall, also the champion out of District 3 4A. Decatur with an enrollment of 10,040 on our last count. And I looked everywhere on Google to get Randall's enrollment, and everywhere I looked, even for 2022, said 1,736 students. I just don't think that's right. I think that's an old count from back when they were 5A.
Yep.
I think the cutoff from 4A to 5A was somewhere around 1,400 or 1,500, but 1,736 is a lot, so it's some number below that, I would believe. Returning letterman for Decatur, 18, 11 for the Raiders. Offensive returners, 8 for Decatur and 7 for the Raiders. On defense, Decatur with 5 and Randall with 4. Head coach Steve Huff for Decatur, obviously in his first season and advancing now to this regional semifinal game. And Gary Selman for the Raiders in his 7th season. Charlie, tell us how they got here, my friend.
Well, Decatur got here being a 9-3 coming into this game with their last win against Andrews, defeating Andrews in the area game 42-15. They defeated Pampa in the first playoff game 55-0 up in Vernon to open the playoff run. And this being the 3rd playoff run, this is the regional semifinals. Decatur is the number 1 seed coming out of their district. And Randall, likewise, 9-3, also the number 1 seed coming out of their district. They defeated Springtown. I'm good with that, 31-7. And then defeated Estacado, the Estacado Matadors, by the way, 27-14 last week in their area game to get here to beautiful Abilene Christian University.
Yeah, I was
Stadium.
going to say before we wrote down break right after that segment, but I think we should take 30 seconds and just compliment my alma mater on the job they did building this stadium and press box. It is incredible for a school this size. And back in 1986 when I was here, I would have never thought we'd have had a stadium like this. But friends of mine,
Wait a second.
Mark
Whoa.
Anthony,
Did you just say 86?
That was when I was a sophomore.
86 when you were a sophomore.
Yeah.
So that makes you what, like 54 years old? 56 years old. 56.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Let's
just
put you
a
on
little
camera.
older.
Let's put you on camera here.
There you go.
Look how good you look for 56
See,
years
look
old.
at 52 versus 56.
Just put the filter on, Charlie. Put the filter on.
Hey, by the way, let's go ahead and say this with the one of 100 times we're going to be saying it. The wonderful UIL in their glorious money laundering scheme has prevented us from being on.
You're going
bold
to get
statement,
us.
Cotton.
You're going to get us banned.
from getting on, from having video, because it's all about the kids until it's not.
Yeah.
So just so you know, we're not going to be able to show you the game, but you can go over and watch it if you want to. But listen to us. If you go watch it on that other thing,
Which we can't really figure out how to access it, but that's another story.
so you can go watch it over there and whatever that is. But you make sure you have us on audio. Because we're going to be homers for Decatur.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let me get back to the stadium for a second.
Yeah,
though.
get back to the stadium. Sorry,
It's-
I digress.
It's obviously a turf
deflect a little
field,
And
probably only about 4 or 5 years old. Purple end zones on each end with Wildcats across the middle. It's sunk down a little bit as like a bowl. No seating on the ends, whether the north end or the south end. But the home side, which we're on, not Decatur, but the press box is on the home side, which is the west side of the field. Man, it is nice. It's a 5-level press box with a club level at level 3 and then suites at level 4.
Yep.
I mean, it has been done right. And I went to school with, the name of the field is Anthony Field, and I went to school with Mark Anthony, who married a girl named April Bullock, now April Anthony. And obviously they did very well coming out of college and were able to make a large contribution to build this thing and help Abilene Christian get to the Division I level, and they have done really, really a nice job. It's a great stadium. So let's take a break. When we come back, Charlie, I think we'll go straight to my weekly interview with Coach Huff. You're listening to the Decatur Eagle pregame show. We'll be back right after this.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
This week's pregame interview is brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur, located at the intersection of South Highway 51 and Thompson Avenue.
Here we are with Coach Huff. Coach, before we get into the questions, happy Thanksgiving to you. While we're doing this interview, it is actually Thanksgiving Day afternoon. Have you been able to squeeze in some family time before practice today?
Yeah, we have got a couple hours in there. Get some stuff. Got most of the work done this morning, and then we'll come in and practice a little bit later this afternoon. So yeah, it's all good.
Well, we Eagles are area champs, defeating Andrews 42-15. It was a chilly day, a windy day out in Clyde. Eagles got off to a really, really hot start in the first quarter, up 21-0. Talked a little bit about the game and especially kind of how it started and then progressed throughout the other three quarters.
I think the other day one of the key things with that ball game, as cool as it was and the wind the way it was, we were able to win the toss and defer. So and I like putting our defense on the field first in most situations. So if we could do that, and we're fortunate enough to stop the fake punt, We played on a short field there a couple times. Defense played really, really well, especially early, and shortened the field up for us, and then able to score on those first 3 possessions. I think it's really big, especially when you turn around. Those are you on the other side, and you're trying to maybe possibly punt them to win 3 times. But again, just really liked the way the kids started that game off.
Well, I know that in the first quarter, Preston had a couple of connections to Luke White, one for a touchdown and one for big yardage. Was that something that you guys saw on film, or have they been working together? What did you see there?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's those plays all go to both sides. It just happened to be in that situation that we wanted to go that way. Probably had something to do more with the hash than anything, but also Luke's been coming on as the year has progressed. So feel very confident in both those outside guys.
It was great. It was great to see him get some of that success. I agree with you. He's improved every single week. So. Yeah, as the game went on, it seemed like there was a lot of action, obviously, in the south end zone, which was the end zone that whoever had the wind behind their back. But Andrews never quit. They kind of crawled back into it, and it just didn't seem like until the very end we were able to kind of put the final nail in the coffin and make the game go away about halfway through the fourth quarter. But talk about the Mustangs and kind of the effort and any challenges that they presented during the ball game.
Well, I would say, as advertised, going in the ball game, looking at the way they'd been playing, scores the teams they'd played, and then watching them on video, a very impressive group, well coached, and we knew defensively they were going to press the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's what they're going to do. I mean, that's their philosophy, and so they're always going to outnumber you in the box. You're never going to get an even number, and we knew that going into the game. So. Again, as advertised, I thought they were a very tough, gritty group. Watching them play, the type of offense they run, the style they run, have the ability to keep the ball, from you for a while. And so, getting out and scoring quick and getting some things done, I think is crucial in a game like that. And so, fortunately, we're able to do that.
Let's talk about the Eagles a little bit. It seems like every week when I come in here and visit with you, we talk about that we've improved and still don't think we've seen our best football game. And I just talk about the week in, week out improvement that your kids have made on both sides of the ball, really, in just executing.
Well, again, I think it comes down, and we emphasize a lot to the kids about practice. We've got to practice well. We've got to have a good, crisp practices. We're not very long right now. This time of the year, I just don't think it's conducive for us to be, getting production out of the kids, grinding them into the ground. So we try to make it a little faster, a little more fun. But at the same time, how crucial it is if we cut down the periods of practice and make practice shorter for them, that we need them to meet us halfway. And that's to pick up our pace in practice and practice with good intentions. And I think that's part of the thing that makes a difference. And so going in this late part of the year, it's still the same message to the kids. I don't think we've played as good as we can play. I still don't, and I don't think they do either. At one point you'd like to say, well, we put our best game together there, but at this point right now, I think the kids, they understand that, and they were, I think they truly believe in playing one game at a time and just trying to, slowly progress through this thing, because it's not something you can snap your fingers and get right through it. It's a week by week process, and every week is a different challenge. So again, going into practice, even like today, I think practice it'll be a short practice, but I think it's very crucial to go out and run through and be crisp, and especially probably the amount of food they ate today, we need to get some movement in.
I might join you, actually, if I need to get some movement in too. So we head into round 3. It's the Canyon Randall Raiders. I know everything I know about them is just that they are the number 1 seed out of District 2. So what have you seen out of Randall on film? What can we expect to be faced with?
Again, I think every time when you get to this point, there's 16 of us left. Everybody's good. So at that point, it's the same thing you talk to the kids about. It's not any different. Every week's just such a challenge. But they're again a team that has the ability to possess the ball on you for a long amount of time. They've done that, shown that in different games. And then at times they're very, very explosive, and so it's kind of like a two-headed monster. I think it's kind of what they have going in the game as far as their plan. And then defensively, I think you're looking at a defense very similar to ours. I mean, front-wise, number-wise, in the box, things they do. They do some things a little bit different in the secondary, a little bit more man coverage stuff, but they fly around. It's kind of like repetitive, but you're gonna have to block them and beat them. They're not gonna make mistakes and just let you move the ball on them. So it's one of those things. There's gonna be one guy out there accounted for on every play. Hopefully, we're gonna account for all the other ones and make the one miss. And so that's what it comes down to.
Well, I know that last time I looked on my phone at the weather report, it's supposed to be chilly, windy, and wet in Abilene. So have you done anything different in practice? I know a couple of weeks ago when we were expecting bad weather, we had wet football Wednesday, I believe. Have y'all done anything extra this week to get ready for the elements?
Well, we call it Wet Ball Wednesday, and it's pretty much, especially get this point of the year, we do it every Wednesday. But fortunately, Mother Nature helped us out yesterday, and we had wet ball practice anyway. So we went out yesterday, practiced, and took them to the upper field so we're getting as much wind as possible. And it was coming down, decently, especially early in practice. The ground was wet, so the ball was wet. And I think that's one thing I want to make sure the kids got yesterday, is handling a wet football and a little bit of conditions. You can't, for us right now, with the temperature up like it is these last few days, you can't mimic the cold. But still, we'll go out today and do the same thing, try to get in a little bit of wind and try to get a little bit of the moisture that's on the ground.
Well, I always leave you with this last question, keys to the game. What are a couple of things you think that we need to do to make sure that we advance to the regional finals?
I think tomorrow, again, talk about the weather. Field position could be huge tomorrow's game. Possessing the ball and I say this often, but not being afraid to punt, because that may be a situation you can change field position in a hurry tomorrow, depending on the wind, the rain, whatever it might be. But that's part of what our game's so great. You get to play it outdoors regardless of weather if it's not lightning. So it's the same for both teams. But taking care of football, I think that'll be huge for us on offense. Make sure we maintain it. And then defensively, again, their running back is pretty good. So you got to keep him out of the big runs. Keep situation where I've said this for the last 2 weeks, but again, I think it's big is play good first down defense. Don't let the chain shorten up on first down to where it's 2nd and 5 or 2nd and less, because I think that allows you to do some more things on defense. And then I think special teams be a big part of tomorrow's game too, just because of possibly the elements. Kicking balls in the ground could be wet, whatever it could be, windy. Just taking care of those things, and we try to put the kids in many situations we can with that type of stuff. So, take care of the ball and hold on to it.
Well, I know they'll be well prepared, and best of luck to you guys. We'll be there with you, and I say we advance to the regional finals. Good luck to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
This pregame interview with head football coach Steve Huff was brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur, located at the intersection of South Highway 51 and Thompson Avenue.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug pregame show. Time for our look around Wise County, brought to you by Goosehead Insurance. Except this deep in the playoffs, there's only one Wise County school other than Decatur in the playoffs. That's 3A Paradise. They'll be facing Whitesboro this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So
they were beaten by Whitesboro earlier in the year, right?
I think so. It'll be a tough game for them, but we'll stay tuned to that one since it'll be going on at least partially while our game is. But we'll expand from Wise County for this segment and look around the Sweet 16 of 4A Division I. Of course, here at Abilene Christian, it's Decatur versus Randall. And following us here at the same stadium, Brownwood versus Wichita Falls High. The winner of our game and the winner of that game will meet next week in the regional finals. Over in Region 2, number 1 team in the state, China Spring versus Lake Worth. And then the number 2 team in the state, Anna versus Salina. Out in Region 3, Kilgore will play Lindale, and Lumberton faces Tyler Chapel Hill. And rounding out in the 4th region, Somerset will play Corpus Christi Cal Allen, and Bernie will play the Port Lavaca Calhoun
Sand Crabs.
Sand Crabs, baby.
What a great name.
I don't know if we got Tony down on the field just yet. I'm looking for him.
Hey, guys, you got me?
Yeah. What's the weather like down there, my man?
Well, Mr. Nance here says it's brisk and it is moist. But hold on a second. I'll let him tell you. How's the weather down here?
Oh, it feels good. It feels real good. A little bit of rain, but we'll be all right.
That's self-deprecating humor right there. It is cold. It is wet. The wind is about 10 miles an hour, and it is a little brisk down here. So, guys, the field feels good, and I think these boys are ready to go.
Hey, let me ask you. From up here, it doesn't look like there's much moisture at all coming down. Is it actually raining on the field?
It's more of a spit, kind of a misty stuff that. That mist that just permeates everything slowly but surely.
Well, let's do this, Charlie. I see the Randall captains are at the 50-yard line. The Decatur captains are not. Let's take a quick break, maybe a 60-second break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for your Chip Hackinson, Edward Jones coin toss. This is Decatur Eagle pregame show brought to you by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back to Anthony Field at Abilene Christian University. This is your Total Plumbing Solution Renshaw Drug pregame show. We're about ready for the Chip Hackinson, Edward Jones coin toss. We got our man Tony Mooney front and center on the ACU logo at midfield.
Yes, sir.
How's that? How are the Eagle ears sounding down there?
A little staticky, but I got you guys pretty decent.
Eagles running out of the helmet, out of the south end zone. Dressed in black pants with white stripes along the side, white jerseys with blue stripes on the shoulders, blue numbers, and those white helmets with the blue D logo and white face mask, looking good. Captains for Decatur, number 4, Preston Escobar, number 7, Nate Palmer, number 20, Brody McClure, and Hunter Wingert, who was previously injured, head to midfield. For the Raiders, it's number 58, Bryce Melton, number 1, Nathan Baker, number 5, Ilir Halidi, and number 35, Mason Gilbert.
Pat, he is mic'd up. We might want to check the mic upstairs and see if we got him clean.
I'm checking him.
Just have your mic ready just in case.
Copy.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not.
Play other than the one that's not suited out, make sure we get the ball back to us. If we ask for y'all, present yourself, and we'll work you through the options, okay? Visiting team will call the toss. That's heads, tails. Heads,
Decatur
tails.
is the
What would
visiting
you like
team.
To call?
Heads.
What'd you call?
Heads.
What do you call?
Heads.
Call us heads. I'll let it hit the ground. Call us heads. It is tails. Y'all won the toss. All right.
Brody McClure calls heads for the Eagles, and it is tails. And Canyon will defer. Let's see where they're going to line everybody up. So it looks like Randall's going to be kicking off to Decatur to start this one. They'll be kicking off from north to south. Let's take a break, 60 seconds. We'll be back for this one with your Parker Properties kickoff right after this.
Right on.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is RyanRealtyTX.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at DynastyOverheadDoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, Go Eagles!
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
This is Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise Decatur, as we get ready for your Parker Properties kickoff of this regional semifinal game between Decatur and the Randall Raiders out of Canyon, Texas. Back deep for the Eagles, Nate Palmer and I believe Antoine Gilbreth. And placing the ball on the tee, Charlie, here's the first test of the night. Kicker for Randall is Amel. We had it down before the game. Say it again. We listened to it on the way out here.
Have a Sabic. and Tony, you're up now.
All
Sorry,
right,
brother.
thank you, sir.
Your property's kickoff is away, and we are underway. It's deep down the middle. It's going to be Gilbert fielding it 7 yards deep in the end zone, and he's going to bring it out. He's across the 10, and it's a smart decision. He's across the 20, and he's still on his feet. Antoine may take this one to the house. He is going to. Antoine Gilbert inside the 10, and it is a touchdown for Decatur. 107-yard touchdown return for Twan. And what a way to start this one, fellas.
I'm telling you, like you said, Pat, it's like, oh, man, it's seven yards deep in the end zone, and then, boom, he hits those two creases and is gone.
Havasabik was the only one there trying to reach him at the 40-yard line of Randall, and he didn't have much chance against number 14. So that is going to be the fastest McLaughlin Supply touchdown of the year for us, and the longest, 107 yards.
Nothing like getting a 7-point spot to start the game, right?
Aldape in for the Decatur Tire extra point. Jacob Haynes with the hold. The kick's up, and it's good. And with only 13 seconds gone, it's Decatur 7, Randall nothing. We'll be right back.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle playoff football as we've gone 13 seconds into this regional semifinal game, and Decatur up 7-0. Tony, your easiest Wise Choice Meats scoring summary of the year. Let's have it.
It's incredible to begin with. Antoine Gilbreth, 107-yard kickoff return for TD with an Aldape extra point. Done.
And Aldape with your Parker Properties kickoff. It's high and short, going to be fielded at the 25. And bam! Oh, my goodness, who was that?
3.
Kyler Crow hit. That young man's having a hard time getting up. And
he is
number
rattled.
15, Eli Sosa for Randall. And he caught that one and took about one step forward, and Kyler Crow hit him full speed right in the chest.
He's bouncing, though. He's up, and he's a gamer, man. He's ready to keep playing. But, man, what a hit.
Yeah, he's 5'7", 145 is Sosa. Kyler Crow not very tall either, but he is built and he's thick.
And he had a full head of steam.
Yeah.
He's going down, boys.
Yeah.
He is.
Let's hope that Sosa's okay. Let's take an injury timeout, Charlie. We'll be right back. Decatur leads 7-0.
Hey, Wise County. Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go, Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Welcome back to Anthony Field for Eagle playoff football. Good to see Eli Sosa walk off the field under his own power after that big hit from Collar Crow. On 1st and 10, Randall in their first possession of the game. They'll get it out to the 27.
Brody McClure on that stop right there. Got around the corner, got what, about 3 yards, Pat?
Yeah, bring up 2nd and 7. The running back today for Randall, Riley Davis, he's your backup. Their first running back, number 21, Dylan Ray, is out. He was out last week, and Riley Davis earned the running back chores last week against their win, or in their win against Lubbock Estacada, and he's in the backfield again with quarterback Nathan White. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. There's a snap, bobbled by the quarterback. He gives it to Davis, and he's met in the backfield by Lando Henry and Ethan Talley. Loss of 2, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for the Raiders.
Yeah, the rain pad down there, it's not big drops, but it's kind of thick, and it's starting to pick up a little bit, so I'm sure that ball's getting slick.
Hey, while they're lining up, I'll just let everybody know the UIL is not allowing us to video this week, so you get to look at our ugly mugs while we do the game here. So
what up?
Enjoy my beard.
Yep, enjoy the beard. And there is a NFHS if you want to watch video, but make sure you listen to us on the audio. But unfortunately, we can't bring you video per copyright rules.
2 back set on 3rd and 9. Baker's going to
Oh,
throw.
that's
That's a
a
lateral
fumble.
pass. That was loose. That was Halidi able to jump on it. Big loss of 8. That's going to bring up a punting situation for Randall. Nathan White just threw that one a little bit behind the running back.
Brody Edens on the stop, just there to make sure he touched him as he went down. Like you said, it was a live ball. So
Havasevic back to punt for the Raiders. And Landon Felt stands at the Decatur 47, right at the top of one of the ears on that Wildcat logo. There's your snap. Havasevic punts away. It's very high. Great punt. Hits at the Decatur 45, takes a dead bounce, and rolls right out of bounds. And Decatur's going to start really its first offensive possession of the game from its own 45-yard line. 9:40 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. Your score on your James Wood scoreboard, 7-0 Decatur after a 107-yard touchdown return to start this one off by Antoine Gilbreth. Escobar at quarterback for the Eagles today. He'll have 2 backs with him to start off on 1st and 10. Palmer to his right and Devin James to his left. One receiver wide right, 2 to the left. 1st and 10. Snap is back. Escobar hands it to Palmer, coming left. Cuts up the middle at the 45. Gets all the way out to the 47. Gain of 3.
Aiden Dreyerup, number 72 on that stop. Big 6'2", 275.
Decatur will bring its wide receivers tight to the line of scrimmage now. Feltz will come in motion from near side to far side. Escobar rolls to his right, looking to throw it. No pressure. Now he's going to throw it deep, looking for Luke White. It's a little bit over his head. I think if Luke had just kept running a little bit, he might have caught it. He turned around and kind of got spun around the wrong way, and he was backpedaling as that one came to him, but incomplete.
Number 17, Kyron Wooten, was on the defense there. It was over his head as well. But, yeah, I think you're right, Pat. If he'd have just kept moving, he would have been right on the money for the ball.
You know, we watched a little bit of the Decatur game on my phone as Charlie and I were driving out, and there's a lot of kids for Randall that go both ways, at least 5. So we'll see how that goes later in the ball game as they put out a lot of work. 3rd and 7, pass to the near side, or far side, complete to Feltz. Tries to weave his way for the first down, but he's going to be well short just across the 50 at the Randall 49. So 4th down and 4, and Coach Huff's going to bring the punting unit out.
See if we can pin them, pin them back deep and then have our defense do their magic.
You know, if you're the Raiders, you kind of got literally hit in the chin on the first 2 plays of this game. Both kickoffs, one 170-yard touchdown return, and then when Decatur kicked off, a huge hit by Kyler Crow against Eli Sosa. And you're just kind of trying to weather the storm at the beginning, so to speak, and see if they can get something going here on offense in this possession.
Ooh.
Haynes' punt is short. It's going to be probably marked out of bounds at the Randall 40, maybe 39-yard line. So really short punt, maybe 13 yards.
I think everybody's got to settle in with this the slick conditions out there.
I'm trying to look down here on the sideline and see if Sosa's on the sideline. He was sitting on the bench. Oh, there he is. He's walking around with a jacket on. They're going to take him into the locker room. So it's just at least he's walking around under his own power. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, probably just take him in for concussion protocol and make sure that young man is good.
White in a shotgun. McNary will come in motion. They'll hand it to him on a jet sweep, trying to get the edge, nowhere to go, and Eagles everywhere. Able to fall forward. It was Lane Heston coming with backside pursuit. Gain of 1. Well, that may give him 2 out to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 8 for Randall.
Nice job by the left side of the Decatur defense just to string it out so the backside could run down and make that tackle. I think his extra yard came from his own guy that pushed him in the back. Number 56 was his Michael Santiago.
Kyron Wooten lines up far to the wide side of the field, which is the far side. 2 receivers here to the near side for White. He takes the snap, keeps it himself, and dropped for a loss. Who is that? That's Talley again. Ethan Talley from your left defensive end position making a play, drops him for 2. It'd be 3rd and 10 for Randall.
Talley sniffed that out immediately. There was nothing having it. And, Pat, it looks like the wind has picked up as well. Look at the flags.
Yeah, straight out of the north. Those flags are straight. They're not very big flags, but still. If it was that big flag coming into Decatur and it was straight out like that from the flagpole,
that would be a little more worrisome.
Yeah. Pistol formation for Randall on 3rd and 10. White takes the shot, takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left, looking for number 35, Mason Gilbert, and it falls at his feet incomplete, and Randall's going to have to punt it again.
Well, this is going to turn into a ground and pound game.
Yeah, and, with the wind in Decatur's face in this first period, Randall not able to do anything offensively, even with the wind at their back. So I don't know what that will spell. 7-0 your score on your James Wood scoreboard. 6:58 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Feltz stands at the Decatur 30. Ball's on the ground. The punter actually kicked it with his foot, and Decatur recovers it. We got a flag on the play. We got Caden Barnes recovering it at the Randall 38.
Are we going to have roughing the punter?
No, he never made contact with the ball. I think that has to do with kicking it on the ground.
So the ball, and I guess I'm sure the wind had something to do with it. That snap just floated in the air.
Like a knuckleball.
And then dropped straight down.
So
here's our penalty.
Illegal kicking.
Yep.
That's one you don't hear every game. Woo. Man, they got some problems here with the PA system.
Yeah, when the ref tried to do it during the coin toss, there was some choice words.
So not only will Decatur get the ball after that fumbled snap on the punt, they're going to get it after assessment of the penalty against the Raiders at the Raider 20, 1st and 10. Hunter Smith, Landon Feltz, and Luke White are your receivers. 2-back set with James and Palmer in the backfield with Escobar. Snap is back. Esco hands it to Devin James. Works his way across the line of scrimmage. Met by the linebackers, short gain of 2, bring up 2nd and 8.
Nice work by Devin. There was really nothing there on the inside. He just kind of sunk down behind his offensive lineman, found an opening, was able to get 2 yards out of it.
Same formation for Decatur. Ball spotted at the right hash. Same play. They hand it to James again, trying to get the edge on the right side. Gets a little bit pushed out of bounds, just shy of the 15. They should spot it at the 16.
James come up limping a little bit.
You know, he got dinged up last week and had to come out in the Andrews game.
Oh, he's back in. Okay.
He's still limping a little bit on that right leg. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles, and they'll bring Kyler Crow in. We got Randall trying to make a substitution. They bring Baker in for Wooten at safety. And Davis comes off as well. So 3rd down 6 for the Eagles. Escobar in a shotgun. Palmer to his left.
They've only got 10 players.
Now Decatur takes a timeout. Our first timeout of the ball game. Brought to you by Graham Pools. Let's take a quick one. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football after this.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
7, Escobar, on 3rd and 7, Escobar throws it over to Landon Phelps, in the flats on the far side of the field. He's upended at the 15-yard line. He'll bring up 4th down and 5. So after really good field position at the 20, the Eagles haven't been able to do too much with it in 3 plays. 4th and 5 from the Randall 15.
Just a little sloppy out there.
Seems like every offensive play we've run has gone to the right. Let's see.
Every single one of them.
They'll motion Palmer out of the backfield to the left. He'll set up as a slot. Escobar drops straight back. He's going to throw it. Almost intercepted. It hit Halidi right in the hands. He was looking for Palmer, but if Halidi had caught that, he would have gone 75 yards the other direction for a score.
They are very excited about a blown play.
So turnover on downs for Decatur. 4:55 left in your Rosenbaum first quarter. Decatur with a 7-0 lead. That came on your opening kickoff when Antoine Gilbreth fielded it 7 yards deep in the south end zone and ran straight north to pay dirt. 1st and 10, Randall from their own 15. Ball spotted on the left hash. 2 tight end set. There's your snap. The snap is fumbled again, and White is buried by Lane Heston and Hunter Chenault. They are having all kinds of trouble with their snaps. That's 3 or 4 they've bobbled.
Well, they've all been high, but if it's just like an extra 3 or 4 inches up, he's trying to one-hand it and bring it down, but it's so slick he can't do anything with it.
Loss of 4, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 for Randall.
We just got to wait for the one to go over his head.
Nate Baker split wide to the right side, but White will hand it to Davis, and he's got nowhere to go. Gets back to the 11. No gain. 3rd and 14 for the Raiders.
I'll tell you what, our defensive front they're having their way with the Canyon offensive line right now.
You know, there's a lot of sophomores on the Canyon offensive line. We listened to an interview on the way out here, and we're talking to the center, which is number 58, Bryce Melton. He's pretty much the leader of that offensive line, but he talked about how young they were. And I looked on the sheet. There are probably 3 sophomores along the front. They got a tight end left and unbalanced to the right. Pistol formation. They'll hand it to Davis. He's across the 15 out to the 18. That's going to be well short of the line to gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 8 for Randall, and they're going to be forced to punt yet again. Neither offense really doing too much against the other. The difference in this ball game is the touchdown return by Antoine to start it off.
It was Edens and the Vendozer on that stop right there to create the punting situation. You know, one thing about I'm going to mess his name up. Havasavik. He's got a leg on him.
He does.
And with that wind at his back.
Kicking and punting. As long as they get the snap, and they do. This one's high, nice punt. It's going to hit at the Decatur 47 and take a Randall bounce down to the Decatur 35, which is where it will be stopped, and Decatur will start its next possession here in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Worst field position of the night for us.
It is, yeah.
At our own 35.
2:50 left in the first quarter, and the rain continues to fall. I looked at the weather report, and it's 100% for the next 2 to 3 hours.
And don't look now, but split wide right is the ladies' man.
Oh.
Sean Dubois, number 1, back in the ball game.
Da-da-da-da-da.
He'll be wide right, 2 receivers wide left. There's your snap. Handoff Palmer up the middle, hesitation.
Oh, wow.
A lot of black jerseys in the backfield, and Nate's going to be dropped for a loss at the 35. That's number 51. Lorenzo Aikens awful excited about his participation on that one.
He was. He took down Kyler Crow pretty good.
2nd and 11 for the Eagles. They'll split 3 receivers wide left, and Dubois, the lone receiver, to the white side. There's your snap. Escobar keeps it himself. Trouble in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down by Davis. Another loss of maybe 1. Could have been more, but Escobar able to fight his way back near the line of scrimmage. And this Raider front 7, looks like Davis has got a problem with his arm. He's going down. Injury to number 20, and that's going to.
Well, Coach Huff did talk about how their defense mirrors a lot of our defense.
So Davis trying to get off the field under his power, holding his right arm or shoulder very tenderly.
He's holding it out from his body.
I would say he's in pain, but I think he's more angry than anything.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. 1:51 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Decatur leads 7-0.
Number 72 for the Raiders is
That's a
not
big
a
boy.
small human being.
No.
6'2", 275 at nose tackle. That's Aiden DeRoop. 3rd and 11. Escobar with your snap. Looks to throw it. Looking over the middle. Looking to the right. Throws it right. Complete to Feltz. He's going to be pushed out of bounds well short of the line to gain at the Decatur 39. And Eagles going to have to punt again.
Trainer's down there looking at Davis. He put his hat back on.
That's a troubling situation for the Raiders because he's the backup running back. I don't know who they'll put in. Maybe Halidi. Now if they had to pop his shoulder back in, I don't know, but he's moving it around now. Maybe he'll be able to return.
Might have just took a stinger.
Haynes in to punt. The snap is good. The kick is away. It's low. Hits at the 38. Takes a Randall bounce. Rolls back to the 30. Well, they're going to spot it at the 37. So not just a whole heck of a lot of offense for either team.
They got to just get control of the ball with the whole nasty weather situation.
Yeah, not really a surprise
No.
with the drizzle and the wind and the temperatures being so low. But let's see, they'll have number 41 in at running back. I don't even have him on my roster.
Let me check the
Great.
other one. Nope, not even on the big one. Oh, wait, that's Decatur. Sorry.
1st and 10, they're going to hand it to him. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage, met by Lando Henry and Lane Heston. And nothing going there for the unknown number 41.
He's not even on the other roster either, so.
That must mean he's a freshman.
Let's call him Jim.
Let's call him. We should no, because we're going to get in trouble because the UIL is listening to us. We can't even have any fun this week.
No.
You think so?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, more comments about why you can't video the game.
Second and 9, Randall.
Call the UIL and ask them why we can't video it.
There's a snap. Handoff up the middle, a little bit of running room across the 40 down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5.
Well, there's a lot of smack talking, man. 56 or 58? 58.
That's
Bryce
senior,
Melton.
Yeah, Bryce Melton talking to Tobin Petrie. I bet that was a fun conversation between the two of them. Petrie goes off, and Caden Barnes comes in to play nose tackle. Randall looking for a play call from their sideline. They'll huddle. Now they break. And Barnes jumps offside. There's a flag. Free play for Randall. He going deep down the far side, and it's incomplete.
Oh, great job.
Incomplete. That was Cade Johnson in at cornerback. And he's got a huge height disadvantage with Kyron Wooten over there, number 17. He's 6'3", 190. Cade Johnson is not 6'3". Able to break that one up, and it'll be fourth.
Not being mean about Cade, but Cade's height doesn't even show up. He's so short. No, that's a joke.
I was about to say it was bring up fourth down, but I forgot there was a penalty. So that's going to be a first down for Randall.
End of the quarter, boys.
Is it?
Yep.
That's the end of our Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Your score as we head to the NRS second. Decatur 7, Randall 0.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back to Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise Decatur. 2nd and 3 for the Raiders from the Decatur 45-yard line. Snap is back. Hand off to the running back. He's met right at the 45 and thrown down by Brody Edens. No gain on the play, and that's a familiar call so far in this one. After one, I was looking at the total offense for both teams. Decatur with 9 yards passing, 1 yard rushing. Randall with -7 passing and 15 rushing. That's your total offense for both teams for a quarter. The only difference in this one, if you're just joining us, was a 107-yard touchdown return or kickoff return for a touchdown by Antoine Gilbreth to start this one off. And it's 7-0 on your James Wood scoreboard. 3rd and 3 for Randall. Shotgun formation for White. Handoff. Running back stopped short of the line to gain by about a yard. They'll spot him at the 43. He needed the 42. It'll be 4th and 1.
Funny thing about that is the Vendozer was busy with a block, and the running back ran into Vendozer and fell down. And Wyatt, I don't even think he realized the guy hit him.
Oh, well, number 41 is the backup running back to 20, Riley Davis, who went out injured, who was replacing number 21, Dylan Ray, who's the starting running back for Randall. And I don't know how big number 41 is, but it's not very much.
No.
4th and 1. White. He's going to give it to him, and he's going to be stopped short. That was Cade Brazil and Tobin Petrie
and Brody
McClure. A whole host of Eagles, and I don't know if I would have handed it to 41. I'm going to go and see if I can find some stats on him, but he doesn't look like he weighs 150.
I don't know if he breaks 130.
I would have had the quarterback. Well, the quarterback weighs 150 according to our roster, and he's a lot bigger than number 41. 1st and 10 Eagles as we just underway here in our NRS second period. Hand off to Palmer. He bounces outside, and he's got some room now. Nate on his feet. It's a foot race, and Nate Palmer is going to be – I thought he had it. He's inside the 10, pushed out at the 8-yard line. I can't see who that is.
32 is the one that brought him down, and he's hurting a little bit.
Carson Barclay, he's going to stay in, but he just caught Nate by the ankle. I was about to say he's going to take it to the house, and then he tripped him up. Inside the Case IH red zone for the first time tonight. That's a Krisha Heston first down. Pistol formation for the Eagles from the 7. Handoff Palmer again. Weaves his way down toward the 5-yard line. They'll stop him there, maybe mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal, Eagles. Decatur now with its first few plays with the cold north wind at their backs instead of in their face. Let's see if we can do a little bit more. We have so far. 2 receivers wide right and 2 to the left. It's Crow in a slot left. Landon Felt slot right with the ladies' man. Sean Dubois split wide right. Crow will come in motion. Stops behind the right tackle. It's going to be Escobar keeping it himself. He's up, pushing his way toward the goal line. He stopped probably at the 4.
He was gobbled up by big number 72, Adrian Dreyer up.
43, Parker Peterson is well in on that one. Tell you, the front seven for Randall thus far in this ball game has given the Decatur running game, but for one play, everything that they wanted. Shotgun formation for Escobar on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it himself, running left. Met at the 2, push back. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. What's Coach Huff going to do in this one? It looks like he's going to leave the offense out there. 7-0 lead Decatur. And they'll not.
So bring it back to the right side with Escobar again. Let him punch it in.
Yeah, ball spotted on the left hash. And Coach Huff's going to call timeout, I think. Definitely letting all the time run off on the play clock.
Oh, yeah. That's something else Huff brought up about Canyon controlling the ball. He's doing a good job himself of us controlling the ball.
So we'll take a Grand Pools timeout. We'll be right back with 8:36 left in your NRS second quarter right after this.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is RyanRealtyTX.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
4th and goal from the 2. Escobar in a shotgun. He'll keep it again, and he surges for the goal line, and he is stopped short.
I don't know. The ball may have broken the plane.
Oh, these officials say no.
Oh, no, yeah.
So Randall with a huge goal line stand. They're going to take over with the football at their own 6-inch line.
Now's the time we need one of those bad snaps, Pat.
Well, there's no bad time for that.
Exactly.
From an Eagle perspective, anyway. But now would be really good.
It would be very opportune.
8:31 left here in your NRS second quarter. Your score on your James Wood scoreboard, 7-0 Decatur.
While we're waiting, the UIL will not allow us to show the video of the game. So there's your explanation. Thank you to Terry for further explaining it on our chat.
2 tight end set. They'll hand it to Davis, who's back in the ball game. That's good to see. He'll squirt his way out to the 1-yard line, maybe the 2.
Let's see where the ref spots it. Oh,
they'll give him a gain of 1. He's spotting it right at the 2-yard line.
Yep, right at the 2.
So 2nd down, 9. White in a shotgun. Davis to his right-hand side. 1 receiver wide right. 2 tight end set for Randall. White's going to keep it himself around the edge on the right side. Not much there. That looked like Mendoza throwing him down for a short gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
It's Wyatt Vinzant, also known as the Vendozer.
Yeah, we just say Vendozer like everybody knows.
Like his family's like, can y'all please say his name at least
Coach
once?
Shipley was like, the who? The what?
The what? Who?
Then he fell in love with the guy in about 4 plays. So Randall going to make some changes, bring in some wide receivers on a passing down. We'll see if they actually do throw it. That's 17 Wooten and 2 McNary. They'll split wide to the left, and Baker will be the lone receiver to the wide side on the right. Now it looks like Randall's going to call timeout. Another Graham Pools timeout. We'll take one as well and be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football right after this.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, go Eagles!
This is Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise Decatur on 3rd and 8. Randall's going to throw it, and it's complete.
That's a first down.
That's to McNary. That's White's first completion of the night. That will be good for a first down out to the 12-yard line. Nice catch by McNary. Had to go down. Ball was a little behind him. Had to go down to get it. And it'll be 1st and 10 Randall. I think that's their second first down of the night, of the afternoon.
Frankly, I thought it was their first, but okay.
Well, they got one on the penalty.
Okay, gotcha.
So 1st and 10, White in a shotgun. He'll hand it to Davis, hesitates at the line of scrimmage, and that wasn't a great plan because he hesitated and ran right into Wyatt Vinzant and Hunter Chenault, I believe.
Yep.
Waiting for those guys to get up so you can see the jersey number. They'll give him 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. 6:28 and counting left in your NRS second quarter. Again, your score, Decatur 7, Randall nothing. And that score came 13 seconds into this one on an opening kickoff return by Antoine Gilbreth.
Looking like the rain has let up some, Pat.
Randall breaks the huddle with 2 tight ends, 1 on each side. They'll hand it off to Davis. He's trying to get around the far side edge, and he cannot do it. Stopped at the 25 for a gain of 1. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Brody Edens having some more fun talk with number 35, Mason Gilbert.
Oh, the joys of being 18.
Yes, sir.
So Wooten's going to come back on along with McNary, who was able to catch the first down conversion a couple of plays ago. Randall looks to their sideline for play signals. They'll break the huddle. tied into the right side and 2 receivers to the right. Now White sends McNary in motion. White's going to roll to his left, throw left, looking for McNary. It's complete, but he's going to be down. Had to go to the ground to get it again, and down there by Brody Edens. He'll get credit for the tackle. No gain. He'll bring up 4th and 5 for Randall. I'm sure this will be another punting situation for the Raiders.
Here comes Havasavic.
Havasavic. I'm so glad we learned how to say that name. When I saw that on the roster a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, my gosh. Felt stands at midfield ready to receive this punt. There's your snap. The kick is away. This one a little bit shorter, end over end, hits at the 40-yard line, takes a Decatur bounce to the 38, and that's where it'll stop. Ball down by Lorenzo Akins. But Decatur with great field position with under 5 minutes to go here in your second quarter. They lead 7-0. Again, the winner of this ball game will face the winner of Brownwood and Wichita Falls High. They play right here at Anthony Field after the conclusion of this one, starting at 7 p.m. 2 receivers wide right, Hunter Smith alone to the left, pistol formation with Palmer right behind Escobar. Snap is back. Esco fakes it to Palmer, rolling left, looking left, under pressure, looking for Crow, incomplete. Soon as he turned around to roll out left, he had number 54, Mason Brown, right in his face. That was going to be tough to execute. It's 2nd and 10.
It was a great attempt by Esco. He was on the run, like you said, getting run down by 54, just a little bit outside of Crow.
Just a little bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
2-back set for the Eagles on 2nd and 10. Handoff James. Gets the edge on the right side, and he's across the 35 down to the 31.
How about a horse collar there, Mr. Referee?
Negative. So 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles. I'm sure this is 4-down territory right here. Ball spotted at the Raider 31-yard line on the right hash. 2-back set again. Snap is back. Escobar hands it to Palmer. He's got the first down all the way down to the 26. Krisha Heston, Parker Properties first down. They're moving the chains.
Keep that ball controlled on the ground and moving forward.
Eagles stay in the 2-back set on 1st and 10. Handoff James, met in the backfield, dropped for a loss. First guy there was number 51, Lorenzo Akins, and Ilir Halidi back there as well.
Mason Brown just smothered him after that initial contact. Something I just saw from Mason Brown. He got up and made sure that Devin was okay.
So after that loss, it'll be 2nd and 12. Palmer and James flip sides in the backfield. Snap back, Escobar play fake, looking across the middle. He's got Palmer wide open down the middle, overthrows him.
Oh, man.
Oh, he had 2 yards on number 25, Elijah Pena. And Esco, I guess, in his mind just didn't account for the wind.
The wind is still strong. The rain, I could look down there, Pat. It's just a little misty right now. But, yeah, that wind is uplifting.
I think Preston wishes he could have had that one back. If he would have just laid it up a little higher, I mean, that would have been 6. Just let Nate run up underneath it. So on 3rd and 12 on the scoreboard, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff Palmer. He's tackled around the neck. I thought it was a face mask, but no, they're not going to call it. And we got some pushing and shoving going on between George Padron.
That was Carson Barkley, number 32 on the stop, and the way he grabbed Palmer.
Clothesline is what they call it.
A bit of a clothesline. Yeah. He came up holding his right arm.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Yeah, it looked like a horrible face mask, but I think he just had him by the gizzard.
By the scruff.
Little turkey reference on Thanksgiving weekend.
I saw what you did there, Pat.
So 4th down and 12. Decatur's going to keep the offense on the field. Ball spotted at the Raider 29, and looks like Coach Huff's going to take a timeout again. Graham Pools brings us that one. We'll be right back with more Eagle playoff football after this.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Playoff Football from Anthony Field in Abilene at Abilene Christian University. 4th and 12 for the Eagles. From the Raider 29, Escobar in a shotgun. Rolls to his left. Looking to throw it under pressure. And he's going to be sacked. Oh, he gets the ball away to Nate. Nate's still going to be dropped for a loss at the Decatur 45. But this Randall Raider sideline, very excited.
They're pumped up, as they should be right now.
Yeah, their defense is doing a really good job, and some bad starting position for the Eagles. And if you're looking at from the Randall side, the defense has done a really good job for Randall, but not letting Decatur take advantage of that field position that's been played all game in favor of Decatur.
I mean, the only difference in the game is the kickoff return and the long run
by
Nate for about 40 yards, but Decatur denied it to 2 on 4th and goal, and that didn't get any points out of that. So 7-0, 2:28 left before halftime. 1st and 10, Randall. White's going to throw it under pressure. Throws it across the middle. Brody McClure was trying to get there before McNary. It's going to be incomplete, but I'll tell you, White took that snap and took a drop back, and he just kept on dropping back.
He was like, nope.
He had Petrie and Talley. Just every step he'd take backward, they'd take forward.
They're just like, keep going, keep going.
Looked like they were tangoing.
Real quick matter.
You tango up, you tango on.
Real quick matter of clarification. It has nothing to do with us being at ACU that we can't show the game. It has everything to do with UIL copyrights.
2nd and 10, handoff Davis. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage, met by the Vendozer. And Hunter Chenault. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. Still 2 minutes and 7 seconds left and counting. I'm sure that Randall's probably going to let most of the time run off the play clock before they run this play and not give the ball back to Decatur if they don't get the first down with too much time.
Just get a chance, get into the locker room, regroup, try to figure something else out. I mean, both teams.
Randall breaks the huddle with 12 seconds left on the play clock. 1:43 and counting on your game clock left in your NRS second period. There's your snap.
Fumble. We
Ball's
got the ball.
on the turf, and who's got it? Ethan Talley has it.
He had it briefly.
So Decatur's going to – was that another fumbled snap?
No. Oh, no. It was the transition in the handoff.
Okay, the mesh point.
It hit Davis right in the side.
Bad mesh point. That's an old triple option veer term that we used to have back at Gunn Junior High in Arlington.
Bad mesh point.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 Decatur, 1:35 left before halftime. 2-back set for Escobar. Esco drops straight back to throw it. Plenty of time. He's going to go deep down the middle looking for White in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Luke White. A repeat performance by Escobar to Luke White from last week. And
that should be a flag. I didn't say that out loud. Yeah, I did.
I saw it. But I'm sure there was a reason he did it.
Well, Luke was tied up in the there's a back netting that Luke got tied up in. I think the other guy said something to him, so Luke was going to hand him the ball.
He did hand it to him.
Yeah.
He didn't take it, though.
No.
So a McLaughlin Supply touchdown pass from Escobar to White and Aldape in for your Decatur Tire extra point. The hold's down by Haynes. The kick is up. It is good, and it's 14-zip Decatur. 1:28 left before halftime. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this.
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Anthony Field for Decatur playoff football, brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise Decatur. Tony,
Yes,
our
sir.
second Wise Choice Meats scoring summary. Bring it
Started
on.
off with a Riley Davis fumble and then was capped off with a pass from Preston Escobar, complete to number 82, Luke White, for 37 yards in the TD. And Mr. Aldape capped it off.
McNary and Baker back deep for Randall to receive this Parker Properties kickoff from Aldape. It's high right down the middle. It'll be McNary from the 4. He'll bring it out across the 15. Hesitates there and tackled there.
And he should not have.
Kyler Crow. Boy, Kyler Crow's been great on kickoff coverage. The ones that we've had anyway. He, the first kickoff by Decatur after Gilbert's touchdown return, he popped number 15, Eli Sosa, and I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, I think
They took him to the locker room.
Still in the locker room.
Yeah, I'm sure he's in concussion protocol.
I don't know if we're supposed to say that.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Well, we're speculating.
We are.
Yeah.
Actually,
what do I know?
we're just trying to fill airtime.
Well, we can
122.
fill it all up here with like
If you have a question,
explaining
ask
to
the
the audience why we can't film the game.
Handoff coming straight ahead. That's Davis. He'll make it out to just shy of the 20, gain of 2.5. Clock continues to run in this NRS second period. Decatur now with a 14-0 lead over Randall.
That was the very blonde Caden Barnes on that. Most of the team is blonde right now, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 6, Halidi comes in motion. They'll hand it to Davis. Hesitates at the 20. Now he breaks outside. More Eagles there to face him. And it's a whole host of them. They're going to drop him for a loss.
Pat, I believe the technical term of that is a dog pile.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what happened.
That's an old school term right there. I had Talley. I had Lando Henry. I had Antoine Gilbreth, Cade Brazil, and Lane Heston all in on that one. No gain. Bring up 3rd down and 6 on your scoreboard.
I mean, Davis was looking, but there was nothing.
15 seconds and counting. I think they'll have to get one play off, and then we'll head to halftime. 3rd down and 6. White takes the snap. It bounces. It's
Fumble.
free. He's got it. And Randall continues to have trouble with those snaps in this one. And that's going to do it. That's going to end our first half. Thanks to NRS for being the sponsor of our second quarter. On your James Wood scoreboard as the teams head to the locker room, it's Decatur 14, Randall nothing. We'll be back with your Carrillo, Sops, and Tibbles halftime show with stats from Buddy Kirkland. We'll check some other games and maybe some scores around the area, and I'll see if we can find Coach Huff as they come out of the locker room. Well, we'll be right back after this.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County Youth and Education and Sports.
Hey Wise County, Erie-Co AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erie-Co has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400.
Sorry about that, S&J. Hey, kind of fat fingered a button there, buddy.
That's the way it goes, man.
I'll give S&J a reboot here in a minute. Now, you are on camera, since the UIL will not let us even show the field at halftime. And so they get to look at our ugly mugs. And, you know, it's no fault of anyone. It's just the UIL has a contract with another entity, NFHS, that has the copyright to these games, and if they choose to have a game, which they do, they've chosen to take this one, then we're not allowed to video. Unlike last week, where that entity did not choose to show the Andrew Decatur game, then we can show the video in that case. So that's the reason there's no video. So I wish we could show you the game, but we'll try to keep describing it as best we can and kind of do it back the old way we used to do it way back when, before we could even show video at all.
Really, now this is a wonderful. First off, this is a wonderful facility. The field is beautiful. This is something that these kids are really excited to be playing in. So give our props to the AC Wildcats for this particular situation, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone within our listening area. As far as stats are concerned, this has been a defensive struggle, and it's been a field position struggle. I mean, the 107-yard touchdown run by Antoine Gilbreth on the opening kickoff was very, very exciting. I know Nate was open a couple of times and once for a touchdown, and I think the wind just aided the ball a little more than Preston was thinking it would, so kind of threw it over him. But the pass there to score towards the end of the quarter or into the half for Luke White was beautiful. I mean, it was just, it was laid out there perfect, and
he was pretty well defended.
Oh,
I mean,
he was.
The defender was right there with him.
He was close. He probably, Luke Bay had a step on him, but it was such a beautiful catch and beautiful pass. So Decatur's been able to do kind of what they want to do when they have to. But I'm telling you right now, this is miserable conditions. Nate's only got about 50 yards maybe rushing in the first half, which is very uncharacteristic. And Esco's only got about 27 yards passing, most of that coming on the Luke White touchdown.
Right.
So, it's kind of tough sledding for everybody.
I think that on the defensive side of the ball, I think Randall's defense is really playing well. The Decatur has won the field position game.
Sure.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. We've started probably at least 4 times that I can recall in the Randall side, on the Randall side of the 50, and they've done a good job of kind of shutting down that running game, which is Decatur's forte.
Sure.
When you have a running back like Nate Palmer and
Devin James.
Devin James backing him up or complimenting
him, yes.
Then but if you're watching video on Decatur, what are you going to do? You're going to key on those. You're going to put 8 men in the box, and you're going to do cover 0 over the top, and you're going to make them beat you with the passing game.
That's correct. That's correct. And the goal line stand that the Raiders had right there in the first half was an incredible goal line stand. Esco got to the goal line and tried to stretch the ball out, but I believe that the knee touched the ground just before he got the ball across, so therefore, it negated a possible score. So, yeah, I will give the Raiders defense a lot of credit because they are holding us semi in check.
Yeah.
Now, another thing, too, that we have to look at.
It's taking 2 big plays to score, right? I mean, the one time when we drove it down to the goal line, we got stopped. So, but Decatur, if they can make the big plays, win the game, you still get a W at the end of the day.
A W is a W. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, cold, hot.
It's a little out of Decatur's game.
Sure.
And the Randall defense has done a good job taking Decatur out of its game. I expect Coach Huff to make a few adjustments here at halftime to try to open up that running game a little bit.
Sure.
And how do you do that? With
the
pass.
That's it. And you run those play-action passes, and that's going to freeze those linebackers long enough to open up the running game. In my opinion, and everybody in the other room that we were in was screaming the same thing, kick the field goal, take the points.
Right.
So we had the wind at our back. But never second-guess the coach. He knows what he's doing. I don't. So
he's with those kids every day.
Oh, yeah, he knows. He knows.
Understand the how that's going, and certainly I agree with that. And you can't fault him for going for it. I mean, you're trying to win a game here, and you've got a team that's playing good defense against you, so you want to try to get as many points as you can.
Correct. As many points as possible. Yep. So, like I said, the conditions today are not ideal, but a good team will overcome those conditions, and I think we've overcame those conditions a couple of times. Like I said, the kick return, when Antoine gets the ball on a return like that, you can tell in about 10 yards whether he's going to get tackled or not because he's got elusive speed, number one, and he doesn't play on the offensive side of the ball, so nobody's really scouting him.
Right.
And the next thing you know, he's by you, and he's gone for a 107-yard touchdown run. Incredible.
Yeah, when he started coming out of that, you caught it at the top of the W out there in Wildcats, and I was like, what are you doing? And then, what do I know?
I said the same thing.
What do I know?
When he took it deep in the end zone and he came out, I said, what are you doing? Are you crazy? And
13 seconds later.
My spotter, Jacob Garcia, next to me, says he's going for a touchdown. And he did. He was straight in.
Sure enough.
So,
I think that's our first kickoff
so.
Return for a touchdown this year that I recall.
I know we had one, and it got called back, I think. Yeah, same guy.
Yeah.
Antoine Gilbert. Great, like I said, elusive speed. So,
What you got for us on stats over there?
As far as stats, there's not a whole lot to talk about, really. I mean, total offense, Decatur's only got 89 yards total offense. Of course, you can't count that 107-yard run because it's not an offensive play. We've only got about 62 yards rushing, 27 yards passing. So this is probably the lowest total that we've had this year since we played Anna and Stephenville, teams like that in the first season. As far as the rushing per person, like I said, Esco's 4 for 8 for 27 yards, 1 touchdown, and Nate's got 6 rushes for 55 yards. It's a very quiet 55 yards too, I might add, because
that's averaging almost 10 yards a carry.
That's 9.2 a carry is the average, and like I said, that's very quiet. Because they've been held pretty much in check. Everybody else, Esco's running for about 5 yards, and Devin James has got 2. Luke White, it's got that 27-yard touchdown, incredible catch. I mean, he was wide. I say wide open, but he had about a step or maybe a step and a half on the DB, and he was right behind him. So
any underthrow.
Oh yeah, would have been an INT.
Yeah.
We almost lost an INT out here earlier on a little flat pass that Esco threw, and I think it was some miscommunication between him and the receiver because he threw the ball out toward the sideline and the receiver was going across the middle. So these guys are back on the same page now. But like I said, we're running what we can do. We're doing what we can do to win, okay?
Yep.
Because when you're in these conditions, you have to change your game plan up quite a bit. And the game plan he's using is trying to go up the middle like always. But I think the most of our yardage that we're going to be looking for is going to be off the edge. I really do. I think the edge looks open because their linebacker pursuit, from what I've been looking at, has been a little slow. So,
got Tony joining us here.
What's up,
Tony?
Tony?
Give us your assessment of the first half, and you've kind of been standing back listening to us. So your assessment, kind of what assessment of the first half briefly, and kind of what do you think they need to do in the second half to kind of shore this thing up?
First and foremost, sloppy. We got sloppy play for, obviously weather conditions. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, and I personally I would keep away from the passing game almost exclusively. We've got a two-pronged attack back there. Those attack dogs are amazing. When you got Devin James and you got Palmer just going to town the way they are, do the 1-2 punch. Maybe do a little quick out to the outside receivers, something along those lines. But at the end of the day, keep it on the ground and just pound the rock down their throat. It's going to put a lot of pressure on our offensive line because their defensive linemen are so good. But if we keep pounding them, because they got so many people to go both ways, we're going to tire them out. The weather's helping that as well because all that extra energy is being expended trying to stay warm.
Right. And I think I agree with Buddy. I think there's they can exploit the outside a little bit because their linebackers aren't as fast as ours.
Right.
So they could come. I think they could come outside. But I think up the middle has been really tough for Decatur because those big defensive linemen, especially number 72.
He's good.
He's
quick.
Yes, he's 275, quick, 6'2". I mean, he's a large fellow in there, but can play some football.
He's got a wide wingspan. He's got a good reach.
He's got 7 or 8 feet.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I've watched these guys in the first half, and a lot of the tackles that the Raiders are making have been those reach-out arm tackles.
Yeah.
So number 20 injured his shoulder earlier by reaching out doing an arm tackle.
Remember I was talking, he got up, it was
done.
His shoulder.
Yeah, it was done. So, I mean, once again, the sloppiness it comes along with the weather, and it's really hard. So you're talking about high school kids who are not acclimated to this as well as they maybe should be. I know they've had the wet ball Wednesday practices, and that helps a lot. But I think the second half is going to have a lot of ball control, like Tony's saying. Just run it down their throats. And the nice thing about it is if things play out the way they normally play, we should have the wind in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and certainly Coach Huff does emphasize fitness. So so I think the fourth quarter, like we've tended to do this year, come out in the fourth and just kind of take games away.
Correct. I was talking to the Abilene Christian media crew when I told them that the band wasn't going to march for halftime. And they brought up a really good point that I didn't really think about until they said it. This has been a great season of football in terms of weather. There's been very few wet weather games, frankly. And that's good and bad. It's good in that it gives the boys a chance to open up and create some really big plays. But at the same time, it did not give them that experience of handling a wet weather game.
Correct.
And so here we are. I mean, this is the sloppiest game we've had all season in terms of weather.
Right.
And so they're out there trying to get acclimated to it, trying to figure it out. The coaches are trying to make different things happen. But yeah, I agree with you guys 100%. Get to the outside. That inside is not going to work. But, use it every now and then to keep them honest. Punch it outside a few times and bring it back inside, make them stay home. And then see what happens when we might do a little quick dink over the top or a little slant outside or in the flat and see, popcorn, baby.
Yeah, baby.
And see what happens.
I like your thought about the dink and dime thing. Run that play action like Charlie was referring to earlier.
Yep.
And that'll freeze those linebackers, and that'll open up that run game a lot more later on, towards the middle of the third and first of the fourth quarter. If we start running those play action passes, and that's going to open up a lot for our running backs to come in full form like they normally do. Because like you said, when you've got the 1-2 punch, I mean, who do you watch?
Yeah, and I think for 4A Division I, we got a tandem team of the most dynamic running backs, frankly, in our division.
I agree. Without a doubt, they're probably and they're so complementary, like Charlie was saying earlier. You can put Palmer up the middle, and then the next play hand the same thing off to James in the same exact spot, and he'll go again. So, these kids are great backs, and it's a really good situation that we have on our offense to have two running backs that are as excellent as these two are together.
Agreed.
Yeah, James is dealing with a little bit of injury. It's caught him limping a little bit earlier in the game, so that may be hindering their use of him some.
He tweaked his ankle, I think, in last week's playoff game
early
a little
in the
bit.
game.
So he's kind of a little under, but he's okay.
Guys, let's take a quick break. We'll take probably about a two-minute break here. Then we'll come back. There's about 8 minutes left to go in halftime. We'll take just a quick break. We'll come back and just kind of set the record straight on what's going on here in the second half. Let everybody know again why we're not on video, and we'll be right back. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Decatur Sports Network.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur. S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
And we're back. Welcome back, Eagles fans, to halftime. There's about 5 minutes left to go here in the halftime. I see the coaches are gathering in the room here next to us, so
they're getting ready to
team
do
will be
their
ready
thing.
to come out. So here I am with Tony Mooney, and let's see if Pat's got us. Pat is on the microphone. I don't see him on the field yet, so as soon as he gets down there, we'll see if we have.
Charlie, I'm seeing the rain is about to pick up for the next hour or two.
All right. Well, that bodes well for our ground game.
It does.
But, you know, with Randall playing the kind of defense they're playing, I'm not so sure that we don't need a little passing game here to kind of open up that ground game a little bit.
Kind of like what Buddy and I were talking about with the little dinks. I mean, taking anything deep is just, you know, a potluck at best right now.
Yep.
But if we can keep the linebackers home with inside and outside running and, you know, take a couple outside and then punch it back inside, knowing we're not going to get anywhere, and then do a little quick slant and a flat outside to one of the receivers, something like that might work.
Yeah, one of the things that I was noticing is they are playing 8 in the box and a lot, and Randall is, and they're leaving that middle of the field open
Wide
for that
open.
exact what you were describing, and that's why they scored their touchdown. I mean, it was in the middle.
Yep.
And you know they're bringing that safety. They were cheating the safety down, trying to cover the running backs coming out with either an outside linebacker or something like that because they're bringing that safety down for run support. And so I bet they make a change on that. If I was Randall's coaches, I'm not. But if I was, I'd play that safety a little more back, and because that middle of the field was exposed, and Decatur just didn't exploit it as much as they should have.
You cannot give something like that to either James, or Palmer, because both those guys, they're you can argue one's more explosive than the other, but where Palmer has that explosiveness, James is just so quick.
Well,
and hits those. Go ahead.
Y'all got me?
Yeah, we got you, Pat.
I'm trying to track. I'm chasing him down.
We see you.
Run,
there he is.
Coach, when we visited earlier, you told me you thought special teams would be a factor, and Antoine didn't take long to prove you right. But other than that, it was pretty much a defensive struggle. What are your expectations in the second half?
Well, we've got to play better offensively. We've done some things kind of, I think, missed some opportunities, but credit to them. I mean, that's a good defensive football team, and it has been a defensive struggle. And the conditions are a little bit of a factor, so we've got to take care of that in the second half also.
Appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Pat.
right, I'm headed back up.
Okay.
Sounds good. You know what I love about Huff? He says, this is what's going on. We're going to take care of that.
Yep. He's always gracious with his time, and we try not to take too much advantage of him, by sitting there asking him, bombarding him with questions,
right.
Which that's the one, and appreciate Coach Huff giving us the time, especially in the middle of a game here.
Definitely.
But I expect Decatur to come out and play well. They tend to come out in the second half, with one exception that I can think of against a red team that might have happened to have been in Mineral Wells. Other than that game, Decatur has played well. In the last part of that Ryder game when they gave up that 15 points.
Right.
But you were playing the number 5 team in small 5A. That wasn't Apache that they let come back and win that game.
No, but and frankly, that we should have won that game.
Yeah.
I mean, you really look at it, the 15 points, there was some, arguably you can say that there was some mental error. No, not arguably. There were some mental errors that we made. But
it was second game in the season.
Yep.
You got a new coach.
Yep.
Second game of the season.
So the kids are still learning the new system.
Yep.
The way these coaches are in games in terms of signals
right.
and what they're trying to communicate to the kids and moving into the right position to be in.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And like you said, and playing the number 5 team in small 5A.
Yeah. Yep. So but after that, Decatur ran off a 9-game winning streak, and they're here looking for number 10 in a row. We're going to take one quick break here. We'll let Pat get back up here, and we'll be right back with you. Thanks for listening to us halftime on the Carrillo Stops Tibbles Halftime Show. We'll be right back with the second half of the Decatur Eagles and the Randall Raiders.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Anthony Field in Abilene, Texas. Abilene Christian University. Thanks for Abilene Christian for allowing the use of their field today.
Been a warm welcome. They've been very, very gracious hosts. And before this kickoff, just to remind everybody, no, we are not allowed to video the game. And that's not because of Abilene Christian. It is 100% because of the UIL. And they're money grubbing.
Yeah,
but, hey.
they have the little copyright deal. But anyway, here we go with the kickoff. Pat's back. Pat.
Parker Properties kickoff by El Dape's high. Fielded at the 23. I guess that was a fair catch, number 35. Yep. Mason Gilbert.
It's pretty miserable down there, I will say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that misty rain still going on?
Yeah, and it's just kind of, I'm only out there for like 5 minutes. I can tell if you're out there for 30 or 2 hours or what. It's going to be, you're going to get real tired of it pretty quick.
Got to say, though, Decatur faithful traveled well. We got a great crowd there on the visitor side of Decatur Eagles fans. A little bit less here on the Canyon side.
So 1st and 10, Randall from their own 25. White in his shotgun. He'll hand it to Davis. No, he's going to throw it to the near side. It's complete to Baker. And that's going to be good enough for a Randall first down on the first play of this third quarter, brought to you by the Shop in Decatur.
Yeah, Baker, that's the first pass he's been thrown to, I think, right?
Yeah, the only other completion that I recall was to number 2, Trayvon McNary. Yep. They'll go twins to each side on 1st and 10 from their own 36. There's your snap. This time they will hand it to Davis. There's not much running room for him. I believe the first person in the backfield was Tobin Petrie, and finished off there by Chenault and Talley, and along with Lando Henry, bring up 2nd down and 8.
Hunter had one hand on Melton Bryce, number 58, and then just kind of casually reached out the other hand and said, I got you, bud. Come here.
Again, if you're just joining us, it's 14-0 on your James Wood scoreboard. Decatur with the lead. 24 more minutes if they can hold on and advance to the regional finals to face the winner of Brownwood and Wichita Falls High. Receiver comes in motion on 2nd and 8. White's going to throw it high down the middle, up for grabs. Tipped away by Antoine. That was intended for Baker.
Well, Antoine had that read all the way, just waited for it, and then just batted it down.
And the quarterback is down. White got hit as he threw it. I couldn't tell who was giving the pressure.
There's no flag, so
he's down at the 27. I was talking to some Randall moms in line at the concession stand at halftime, and I asked about number 15 who was hurt on the second kickoff of the game when he got hit by Kyler Crow. And they said he's all right. I don't think he's coming back in, but it looks like he's going to be okay. That was Eli Sosa that was injured in the beginning part of the game. Let's see who's warming up. We've got number 10, Tristan Sanchez. He's a junior quarterback, 5'10", 155, warming up on the sideline as they take a look at White at the 27.
White is sitting up, but he's holding his head.
Yeah, I know somebody was pressuring him as he threw it, and I think that's what caused the ball to just kind of be lobbed up for grabs was the pressure. And I don't know whether he hit his head on the turf or I didn't see the hit at all. But he's on his feet now, and that's a great thing to see. Nathan White, senior quarterback for Randall, makes his way to the sideline under his own power. And we'll see number 10, Tristan Sanchez, a junior, come in for his first action of the game. And he doesn't look scared. He looks like he's ready to go.
He looks excited.
Bouncing up and down as he backpedals onto the field, gets the Raiders in a huddle. He'll have 2 receivers wide to the left, a tight end to the left, 1 receiver wide right. There's your snap. It goes straight to Davis. I don't know whether that was by design or not, but it didn't work. Lane Heston there. And he pushes forward for a gain of 1, just shy of the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down and probably a punting situation for Randall with 10:58 left here in their third quarter.
I was watching the quarterback. I think that was a design play because as soon as the ball was snapped, he turned his head and looked directly at Davis.
So Havasabic back to punt another one, standing at his own 20-yard line, and Landon Phelps will go back to receive it. He's standing on the Decatur 30. Randall's had problems with their snaps, whether the punts or just regular plays all night long. They get this one off. This punt's off the side of his foot, hits at the 40, takes a Randall bounce, and it's going to roll out about the Decatur 30, 31-yard line.
Right at the 30. He got a real lucky bounce out of that because it should have bounced out right at about 35.
So first possession of the third quarter for the Eagles. They'll go 3 receivers wide to the far side. That's the ladies' man, Sean DuBois, Landon Phelps, and Kyler Crow, and then Hunter Smith all alone to the left.
Middle of the field's wide open.
Escobar's going to throw it. He throws it to Palmer on the far side. He completes it, but he's tackled immediately. That was a great play by number 17, Wooten, coming up from a safety position evading a blocker, and he tackles Nate for a loss of 1.
You know, Wooten was one of those names, Pat, that we heard a lot when we were listening to the game coming up here.
Yep. Now the two receivers, Feltz and Crow, will come to the left side, which is the near side. Escobar's going to throw it complete to Hunter Smith, and it drops it, but gets back on it. I don't know whether they're going to call it incomplete. Thought he had it there for a second. It scored it out, but it's going to be incomplete, be 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles.
Well, Charlie, our discussion at halftime about what we thought should happen is not happening at all.
I missed it.
We talked about ball control, keeping it on the ground, not passing due to the weather conditions. We did talk about going to the outside, but running, not passing.
Pistol formation for the Eagles on 3rd and 11 with Palmer behind Escobar. They'll hand it to Nate. He's got a hole up the middle, gets across the 35 all the way out to the 38. 2 yards short of the marker, and we got a little scrum going on between George Padron. A flag finally comes in. It was George Padron and Parker Peterson. Not too much to get all bent out of shape about. That's just football, but I'm sure there's going to be some penalty against somebody with this flag on the turf.
I think it was the guy that came in, and I bet it's on Randall because the second guy came in and pulled him off.
Well, Decatur's clapping, but that doesn't always mean it. That doesn't always mean anything.
I think it was the second guy who came in and pulled the Decatur player off.
It is going to be against Randall.
Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct against Randall. What's the old saying? The second guy is the one that gets the flag.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that might have been the third guy. I mean, they could have just called it offsetting on Padron and Peterson and left it at that. But looks like it might have been on Wooten because doesn't look real happy. I'm not sure though. But after the assessment of the penalty, it's 1st and 10 Decatur from the Randall 47. Offset pistol for Decatur. They'll hand it to Palmer, hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Not much going there. Met first by number 32, Carson Barkley. Barclay
came from the outside and
piggybacked him down.
Piggybacked him right down, exactly.
They'll give Palmer 1 yard down to the 46. It'll be 2nd and 9.
See how much chippiness continues.
I can tell just from the outside noise that the Randall crowd is none too happy about what's happened in the last 30 seconds. Counter draw to Palmer. He's trying to get around the near side, and he does. He's inside the 40, inside the 30, still on his feet, brought down inside the 20, all the way down to the 16-yard line. What a run by number 7.
Whoa. I literally just saw what happened with number 51. He punched Palmer in the gut on the ground.
Well, he made him run a long way, Tony.
I get it. That would upset me too.
3 receivers wide right at Decatur with a tempo here, 1st and 10. Inside the Case IH red zone. Handoff Palmer. Hesitation at the 15. Slipped on his left foot and falls down.
Nate had that cut ready to go and just the wet conditions.
We missed the Krisha Heston Parker Properties first down on that long run by Nate, which got us into the KHIH red zone. 8:33 left here in your third quarter. Decatur with a 14-0 lead on your James Wood scoreboard. 3 receivers wide right. Hunter Smith, the lone receiver, to the left side. Now Escobar looks to Coach Huff for some signals and a play call. He switches Palmer from his right side to his left. There's your snap and a flag. Looks like it's going to be on Decatur.
What, illegal motion?
The wide receivers on the far side of the field are complaining to the officials about something. I don't know. And Kyler Crow's a couple of yards away from Wooten having a conversation. Actually, looks like a polite one. We'll see. They may be waving this off.
Yeah, they're Crow's over there just holding court.
They're not waving it off. Illegal procedure on the Eagles. That'll push them back 5. Looks like it'll be 2nd down and 13.
I'd like to welcome all of the Raider fans watching our broadcast.
Do we have some?
Yeah, got a few. Let's go Raiders. Glad to see Texas Tech Red Raider fans watching our broadcast.
That was a joke.
That was kind of neat to see
the conversation.
And them just talking.
Yeah.
And Yeah, that's good sportsmanship.
3 receivers wide right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 13. Escobar fakes it to Palmer.
Oh,
now
nice
he
move.
keeps it himself, cuts up at the 15, inside the 10, down to the 9. That'll bring up 3rd down and looks like 3 for the Eagles. Inside the Case IH red zone with a 14-0 lead already. The Eagles look to the sideline. They'll stay with the same personnel with Crow. Well, as soon as I say that, they send Crow off, and they'll bring Devin James in for the 2-back set. Your receivers will be Hunter Smith, Landon Feltz, and the ladies' man on the far side, Sean DuBois. Pistol for the Eagles on 3rd and 3. Handoff Palmer.
Oh, good hole.
He's got the 1st down, still on his feet, brought down at the 5. 1st and goal, Eagles.
Elijah Pena, number 25, is the only thing that kept Palmer from scoring because he had him wrapped up around the ankles and just would not let go.
I tell you, I have been impressed with the tackling of the Raiders' defense. I mean, they've played, other than giving up a couple of big plays, the big touchdown to Luke White, the passing play, and a couple of runs by Nate. But other than that, man, they've played lights out.
Lights out, controlled that offensive line
Had
most
the
of the game.
big goal line stand earlier.
Yep.
But on 1st and goal, they'll be tested again with Escobar in a shotgun. Pitch to Palmer to the right side, cuts up at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Nate Palmer.
Uh-oh. 51 is talking to Palmer.
So 20, Decatur extends its lead to 20-0. Extra point upcoming. That touchdown brought to you, like the others, brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Let's see what's going to happen on this discussion by the men in striped shirts.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be against 51. He's throwing a fit.
Coach Huff out to talk to the official.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
Against.
Oh, it's offsetting.
Looks like it.
So why even really throw the flag? I mean, let's just take the 2 across the field and have a talk with them.
Yeah, instead of
or maybe they get a warning. They may get a warning for a
this
personal
is your
foul.
first unsportsmanlike.
Yeah,
you get tossed
maybe.
if you get a
I don't
second
know.
one.
But Aldape in to attempt the Decatur Tire extra point. 6:36 left here in your 3rd quarter, brought to you by the shop in Decatur. We haven't said enough, honestly, about Jacob Haynes and the things he's done as the holder on field goals and extra points. I've seen so many times he had to make a play that nobody ever saw. Here he is again. That one's on the ground, too. He put, as soon as I say that, he's on his feet running for his life.
Oh,
throws
no.
it, and it's picked
Intercepted.
off. That's all right. That one would have been tough. That one was rolled to him like a bowling ball, but it was a football.
As soon as you were talking about that, I said, I'm going to put some eyes on
Yeah.
Nate, and then wham. Well, it was a bad snap to his. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong.
Hey,
The ball was on the
Hey,
ground.
Jim Nance, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, you're welcome. Hey, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football right after this.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Aldape's Parker Properties kickoff fielded at the 20. That's Baker, and he'll press forward for a couple of yards, and that'll be it. They'll spot it at the 22.5. Tony got a Wise Choice Meats scoring summary for us.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Watching a little fun between the Vendozer and number 35, Mason Gilbert. That almost got nasty. All right, so
I'd make a wager on Vendozer
all day long.
That.
So that was a very interesting scoring run by the Decatur Eagles. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary. A lot of work by Nate Palmer up and down the field, helped out with the defensive dead ball personal foul for 15 yards, capped off with a Nate Palmer run for 4 yards and an Aldape extra point that did not make it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanchez looking for Wooten on the far side, overthrows him. That's incomplete. I got to give a shout out to happy birthday yesterday to Corey Chapman. Man, I can't believe I'm 12 years older than Corey. It makes me feel really old. He's 44 yesterday. Tyler.
I thought he was 15.
That's pretty funny. Hold on. 2nd and 10. Sanchez in a shotgun. Blitz coming from the far side. And that's going to be Lane Heston. He got there on the blitz. Going to drop the running back for a loss. That was Davis again. But, happy birthday, Corey. Glad you guys are listening to us out in Waldorado chasing mule deer along with the duck. I asked him if it was snowing because on our way out here I had a video from a friend of mine that was headed out to Arizona to do some team roping, and it was coming down in big flakes in Kent, Texas, which is just east of Post. I think Waldorado's up in the Panhandle, and I bet it gets nasty up there tonight. So 3rd and 11 for Randall. Sanchez, still your quarterback in shotgun. Takes the snap, throws it to the far side, complete, but tackle made by Lane Heston. That was to Wooten again, and Lane Heston out there to drop him for a gain of 1, and it's going to be another punting situation for the Raiders. Just no offense. Now they're down their main running back. Now they're down their quarterback, and this Decatur defense smothering.
It was funny. I had the eyes on Wooten. Wooten's on the ground. He reaches up. Cade Johnson's right in front of him. Wooten's like, hey, bro, help me out. Cade reaches down, picks him up. They smile at each other. Really good sportsmanship.
As it should
right
be.
There. As it should be, exactly. No need for any of that chippiness.
Habasabic in for his umpteenth punt of the day. Snap is back and good. There's your kick. This one's a little bit better. End over end. Hits at the Decatur 45. Takes 2 or 3 really good Randall bounces, and that's going to be a kickoff or a punt all the way down to the Decatur 25-yard line where the Eagles will start this drive with 4:50 left in your third quarter.
Let's see what kind of stats I can pull up on
just so
Habasabic.
Just give you a little update here. The score for England 0, USA 0, with about 10 minutes left to go in the World Cup.
Pistol formation on 1st and 10. Handoff Palmer. Bounces outside at the line of scrimmage, and he's got the edge. Nate across the 30, across the 35. He's got the first down. That's a Christian Heston Parker Properties first down as he's pushed out of bounds at the 38. Nice 12-yard run by Nate. He's starting to heat it up a little bit. You know, Devin must be hurt. He must not be 100% because he's only had 3 or 4 carries, and it just didn't seem like he's the same as he was since he got hurt last week. Yeah, they'll hand it to Nate this time. Met at the line of scrimmage, dropped for a short gain. And that was number 35.
I just saw that.
And George Padron are getting after it. It was
George 3 or 4 times now, his own guys have been holding back.
They're not going to do that for very much longer.
No.
2nd and 9, Eagles from their own 38. Handoff Palmer. Met at the line of scrimmage and dropped. That was, let's see, get a number here. Number 64, Peyton Correa. Is it 64 or 54? If it was 64, it was Correa. If it was 54, it was Mason Brown. Palmer's going to come off, get spelled by Devin. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Play fake. Escobar looks to throw it. Completes it to Feltz at the 48. He's got the first down at midfield. A Christian Heston Parker Properties first down, and there's more extracurricular activity here. No flags.
That was number 5, Ilir Halidi on that stop.
Clock running under 4 minutes here in this third quarter. Brought to you by the shop in Decatur. Decatur with a 20-0 lead. First and 10. Felts comes in motion. Handoff. This is James trying to get the edge on the near side. He does, and Devin cuts it up. Gets near the line to gain. I think he'll be a short, maybe a yard shy. Gain of 9.
Ooh, 32 went down his right leg.
That's Carson Barclay.
I can't tell if it's his ankle or his knee.
Let's take a break, Charlie.
Yeah.
Injury timeout. 3:10 left in your third quarter. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle playoff football after this.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise Decatur. 3:10 left in your third quarter. Decatur with a 20-0 lead as they get ready for a 2nd and 1 from the Randall 41-yard line.
Good news, Carson Barkley, number 32, is up. He's on the sidelines and getting his leg looked at, but I think he's going to be okay. He walked off the field under his own power.
Escobar's going to keep it himself. Big hole. He's inside the 30. It's a foot race. And he's going to get caught by number 1, Nathan Baker. Inside the 20, Eagles again inside the Case IH red zone.
Great run by Esco. Saw that opening to the outside and just tucked it and ran.
Another Krisha Heston Parker Properties first down. And I talked earlier, and I actually checked off some boxes over here. I think there's 7 guys that go both ways for Randall. And I just wonder if being out there on both sides of the ball for this long is starting to take its toll on him. First and 10 as Felts comes in motion. Handoff Palmer. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Nothing to do there. Met first by big number 74, Aiden DeRoop. If I said that right, I hope I did. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Pat, were you listening to us at halftime?
A little bit.
Yeah, we were talking about the fitness of Decatur, versus a lot of those guys having to go both ways, and especially in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
I think we're going to see that really play out in terms of what Decatur can accomplish here.
2-back set on 2nd and 10. Escobar with a play fake. Throws it looking for Luke White in the end zone, and he's got him. Touchdown. I'm sorry, Landon Felts. Another touchdown pass. Esco's hit Luke White so many times it was habit for me to say it, but it was nice pass, 18-yard touchdown pass from Escobar to Landon Felts.
Man, and Wooten is upset with himself. I think it was his responsibility. Man, he was just beating himself up.
Well, he ran a little post corner, and when he cut to the post, Wooten bit on it. When he went to the corner, Wooten spun around backwards, and he was open by 5 yards at least.
Yep.
A McLaughlin Supply touchdown, and El Dapa in for the Decatur Tire extra point. That snap is good. The hole is good this time, and as is the kick. And it is 27-0 Decatur with 1:58 left in your third quarter. We'll be right back with more Eagle playoff football after this.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise Decatur. A couple of shout-outs. Well, I guess I better let you do your
Wise Choice scoring summary.
Yes, sir.
So after a Havasavik punt down at the Eagle 24, Nate Palmer took it in for a run. Then Nate Palmer took it in for a run. Then Nate Palmer took it in for a run. And then Landon Feltz with a reception from Preston Escobar. Nate went out. Devin James came in, had a good run for 9 yards to set us up. Then Preston came back for a run. Nate came back for a run. Then the hit. Preston Escobar pass complete to number 10, Landon Feltz for 17 with an Eleazar Aldapi extra point.
Your Parker Properties kickoff fielded at the 20, brought out to the 30 by number 1, Nathan Baker. And that's where Randall will start this one with 1:54 left in the third quarter. They're down 27-0. Going to have to get something going offensively. They haven't been able to do much all day. Down a couple of men, including their quarterback and first-string running back. And it's going to be a big challenge for the Raiders against this Eagle defense to crawl back into this one. 2 tight ends on 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Handoff Davis. He's trying to get around the far side. Lane Heston's jersey almost got pulled off, but Davis able to get around the corner for a couple of yards.
Cade Brazil on the stop there, but it was more like Cade Brazil just got in the way of Davis. Davis gave him a shot.
They'll just give him 1 yard on that play out to the 31. I got to give a few shout-outs here, especially this one. When you get a text from your wife and she says, give me a shout-out, I got to do that to my lovely wife, Laura, listening to the ball game with her parents, Dave and Nana, and my niece, Kennabelle. Thank you all for listening. On 2nd and 9, Sanchez is going to throw it. He completes it along the far side for a first down. Kay Johnson with good coverage, but Wooten there just to toe tap both feet in outside the 40. That's a first down Raiders.
6'3" Wooten.
Also got a shout-out to Jeff Elder, who's listening to us while he's hanging Christmas lights. Jeff, head on over to 1706 Wild Horse and hang a few up over there, too. That'd be great.
And head on down 51 south when you're done there.
1st and 10, Randall. They'll have 2 tight ends again and 1 wide receiver to each side. There's your snap to Sanchez. Play fake. He's going to throw it here to the near side, way over the head of Baker. Antoine Gilbreth on the coverage. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. Another shout-out. C-Dub, O'Kerry Williams, Charlie, he says to give him a shout-out, but really he wants you to tell the story about the restaurant you were going to open.
Uh-oh.
He told me what it was. I don't think the name is allowed to be said on here. How about we'll say Big Butt Charlie's?
Big A Charlie's.
On our broadcast, we'll just say Big Butt.
Yeah.
When are you going to open it?
Well, it's been in planning for about 40 years. So
2nd and 10, Randall from their own 40. They'll hand it to Davis. He's met in the backfield. That's Hunter Chenault. And who else is in there? Looks like the Vendozer. Nope, Lando Henry. As they tried to get off tackle on the left side and denied, loss of 2, bring up 3rd down and 12.
They just caved in the left side of the offensive line for Randall, and, that was ugly.
Well, we talked a little bit about it early in the game, and that's the youth on the line. They're not small up front, but they are young, and that left tackle is number 73, just a sophomore. 6'1", 235, Bryson Newman. 3rd and 12 for the Raiders from their own 38 now. 1 receiver wide to each side. That snap's on the ground as well. Now kicked all the way back to the 15 by Davis, and he falls on it at the 14. That's going to be a huge loss, and their woes on the snaps just continue to shoot him in the foot.
It just get worse and worse. I mean, he goes down for the ball and kicks it, another 10 yards?
Oh, at least. They were at the 38-yard line, and the ball is now spotted at the 14. So you do the math.
4th and 36.
Habenazik. Oh, I lost it. I had it. Havasavik. There we go. Havasavik back for the punt. That snap is good. Gilbreth standing at the Randall 45. He's going to let it bounce. Now he's got it at midfield.
What's the penalty?
I don't know what the penalty is. I think he called for a fair catch and then tried to run it. He called for a fair catch and let it hit the ground, and then it looked like it kind of fell into a crowd of people, and I wasn't sure whether it hit one of the Randall players or one of the Decatur players, and I think Antoine maybe thought the same thing, and he grabbed it. It bounced right to him.
Just self-preservation mode.
But I don't know if he fair caught it and then tried to run it, which I think is a personal foul.
Is it a personal foul or a delay of game?
I don't know. It's a delay of game. You are correct. The big issue.
Nicely done, Charlie Shibbo.
Look, I even got a.
It's a guess.
I even got a picture of the crew giving me a shout out. So put that up in front of the camera.
Okay.
That's the crew, the shout out crew, family right there. Thank y'all for listening. So 1st and 10, Decatur from their own 46. Thank you, Charlie. Pistol formation. They'll hand it to James. Hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, but doesn't get much further. Dropped at the 45, maybe a loss of 1.
Boys, that's the end of the third.
That'll do it for the third quarter. Thank you to the shop in Decatur for bringing it to us. We'll be right back with your fourth quarter, your last 12 minutes. If Decatur can hold on to this lead, they'll advance to the regional finals. We'll have that coming up right after this.
I'm really getting tired of doing these. Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. One thing I know about selling real estate, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. He told me he's getting his hands dirty today. He's working hard. He's always in the field. Let's catch him in the act right now. Chase! No! What are you doing?
Hey, man, take it easy. We're doing yoga back here.
You told me you'd be working today.
These Eagles made the playoffs, man. I'm working out, trying to get in shape.
I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. I'm over it. I'm done.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
On 2nd and 9, it's a jet sweep to Landon Phelps, and he's got the edge on the near side. He's got the first down, brought to you by Krisha Heston and Parker Properties inside the Randall 40 down to the 38.
Number 25, Elijah Pena on that stop.
It's our first play of our fourth quarter, brought to us by Prime West Mortgage. Decatur looks to the sideline for a play call. 11:40 left in this ball game, 22 seconds left on the play clock. And I'm guessing that we're going to have a lot of play clock running down between plays for Decatur. Crow's going to come off, and then there's going to be substitutions on defense for Randall. Pistol formation on 1st and 10, handoff Palmer. Met just outside the line of scrimmage and brought down at the 35, short gain of 3. Looked like Mason Gilbert on the tackle.
No,
nope.
Carson Barkley.
Yep, number 32.
That was a good tackle by Barkley.
They wrap up well.
They do. They hit hard.
So 2nd and 7 for the Eagles from the Randall 35-yard line. Escobar sends Phelps in motion. He fakes it to him. Now flushed out of the pocket to his right. Looking deep down the middle. He's got Crow wide open, and it's in and out of his hands. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
I don't know if you could have a much easier setup than that.
Crow ain't too happy with himself. Oh, man, that hurts.
So 3rd and 7, missed opportunity there.
Tony, that was that center of the field we were talking about that has been left open all day long.
I mean, there was nobody around him. So 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles from the Randall 35. Under 11 minutes to go. Again, the winner of this game, which more and more with every tick of the clock looks like it's going to be the Eagles, will face the winner of the next game here at Anthony Field. and between Brownwood and Wichita Falls High. We've got a timeout on the field, a Grand Pools timeout. Let's take a quick one as well. We'll be right back with more Eagle playoff football after this.
Hey Wise County, Erieco AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erieco has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at ariehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Welcome back to Eagle Playoff Football on Decatur Sports Network. It's presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fitman Wise Decatur. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles from the Randall 35. Escobar under pressure in the backfield. He's going to work his way forward with a short gain of 2. He was looking to throw it, but Randall blitzed up the middle and nobody there to pick it up, and Preston was in trouble from the get-go.
Mason Brown, number 54, just blew through there like a hurricane.
Devin James is going to come on. Kyler Crow is going to come off on 4th and 5.
Uh-oh. Wooten's got a problem. He's holding a chain or something in his hands.
I think it's some sort of call sheet. 2-back set. Now Palmer a motion out of the backfield. Option to the left side. Escobar's going to keep it. Big hole. Preston inside the 20. Inside the 10. Will he score? Yes, he does. Preston Escobar from 33 yards out puts Decatur up 33-0 pending the extra point. Great play call there. They had some time to talk about that.
Wooten is still holding whatever it is in his hand.
Another McLaughlin Supply touchdown. Decatur Tower extra point upcoming. Padron, your long snapper. Haynes, your holder. And Aldape is your kicker. There's your snap. It's good. The hold is good. And the kick is as well. It's 34-0 Decatur with 9:56 left in this one. And it's looking like your Eagles are going to advance to your regional finals. We'll have the rest of it right after this.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Welcome back to Anthony Field in Abilene, Texas, as Decatur well in control of this one, 34-0. Your Parker Properties kickoff fielded at the 5 by McNary, brought out to the 20, maybe to the 21. Tony,
Sir.
Wise Choice Meats scoring summary for us?
I do. Starting off the fourth quarter with a Landon Felt's run to the Raider 36.
Landon run.
Coming back with Nate Palmer. Preston Escobar had a rough pass, didn't make it. Then Esco with a 28-yard run. Esco with a 4-yard run, then with a 28-yard run, then an extra point.
Let me reset you.
Thanks.
34 to nothing.
Thanks to Wise Choice Meats for that scoring summary.
That's what you call the ground-up hamburger.
9:49 left in your Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Sanchez at quarterback. He'll throw it in the flats, complete to Davis. He's out across the 25, brought down at the 30-yard line. Going to be 1 yard shy of the first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Randall team is, their trainers have had their hands full with injuries.
Yeah, and they had their hands full with injuries. I think, before we got here, they were banged up. I know the starting running back was out. I see number 23, he's not even on the roster, but the kid down there in the 23 jersey. Handoff on 2nd and 1. They're going to be short. Drop down to the 30 for no gain.
That was Chenault on that stop,
Hunter
coming
Chenault
from the outside.
Corbin Owens coming in, and Chenault will come out and take a little break. Caden Barnes is in at nose tackle for Tobin Petrie. They made that move a few weeks ago, and Caden he's made some great plays.
Oh, yeah.
And they're a little bit undersized, but quick enough to get around some folks. So 3rd and 1. Sanchez fumbles the snap again. Now he kicks it back again. He's all the way down to the 10, and he's going to be brought down by, looks like Brody Edens at the 9-yard line. And I don't think I've ever seen a team have so much trouble with a snap as I have Randall today.
And then they compound it, by not just dropping on the ball. But good night, yeah. It's from the very first snap they had.
I bet they've had 6 or 8 fumbled
easily.
snaps.
Yep.
So Havasabik back to punt from his own end zone. 8.5 minutes left in this ball game. Decatur in total control. Don't even have anybody deep. There's your snap. The punt is away. It lands at the 31, rolls out to the 35-yard line. So Decatur will start from the Randall 35. 8:19 to go. And it's time to start planning next week.
It is.
We just don't know who it's going to be. I wonder, the Brownwood Wichita Falls game is being played right here on this field, but it doesn't start until 7 o'clock. I wonder if our coaches are going to stay for that one. I guess they could do the coin flip and all that kind of stuff afterwards with whoever wins that one.
I would be willing to bet there's at least 1 or 2 of them that stick around for that.
So Sam Doan in at receiver right now on a slot to the right, along with Dubois split wide right. Handoff to number 27 I think his last name is Graham. Or where's our own team's roster? I should have been prepared for this.
It's not on our roster.
Yes, it is.
It is?
It's on our most recent roster.
Okay, it's not on the one that I have.
It's Abram Graham, I think. I should know that. I'm so sorry to his family. He's just a sophomore. I know that. Number 27. And Jed Ross in at quarterback. Carter Riggins is split out at receiver on the left side as the Eagles move from our left to our right, which is north to south. Pistol formation. Handoff again. Coming around the near side. Gets the edge. Brought down at the 31-yard line. I know I've got to find a roster.
That was Carson Barkley, number 32, on that stop. Ran him down.
Who are y'all looking for?
27. I think it's Abram Graham.
For Decatur?
Yes.
That's not on that roster.
No, it won't be on the one that they gave us here at ACU. It's the one that I had, that I brought with me, that I handed out all of my copies. 3rd and 5. They'll hand it to him again. He's inside the 30. Well, he's right at the 30. No gain. That'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles.
Barkley again on that stop. Giving the sophomore a little pat on the shoulder.
We just had our coaches, the Decatur coaches are in the booth next to us, and we had to put paper up so y'all wouldn't be able to see their reactions during the game. But Coach Zimmer just wrote me a note on some notebook paper and knocked on the window and held it up, and it said, "I hope you boys didn't have plans for next week."
Yep. That's some good stuff right there.
On 4th down, Ross takes the snap. He's going to run it himself inside the 30. Jed churning his way, and he's got the first down inside the 25. Christian Heston, Parker Properties, first down by Jed Ross.
Mason Brown, number 54, on that stop, but it was not in time.
And you can hear the Eagle fans on the far sideline cheering. The Eagle faithful still in the bleachers. It was awful nice of you, Tony. That was awful nice of you to offer to pay for the victory party at Buffalo Wild Wings.
You think?
Yeah.
Leverage a kidney. Hey,
Everybody show up at Buffalo Wild Wings. Tony says it's on him.
Now, I'm not going to be there, but feel free to.
Sam Doan on a jet sweep trying to get around the far side. He's inside the 25 down to the 23.
Wooten on that stop right there.
That was
man, that was pretty funny. Aiden Drerup, number 72, was wiping his helmet off for him.
2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Again, your receivers, Riggins, Doan, and Du Bois.
Just slowing down.
So I'm
Speaking of slowing down, my clock was giving me fits over here, so I'm going to reset it.
5:05. Clock's ticking. We're down to 5 minutes now in the game.
Ross is going to keep it himself again, and he's got another first. Now they're going to mark him a little short.
Good run by Ross right there, man.
I was right. It is Abram Graham. I had to go all the way back to my emails. Thank the good Lord I was correct. 3rd and 1 for the Eagles. 4:36 and counting here in your Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter, and that'll be the last one of this regional semifinal game, and Decatur will advance to face the winner of Brownwood and Wichita Falls High. Ross in a shotgun with Graham to his left. There's your snap. He'll hand it to Graham, hesitates at the line of scrimmage, but he's got the first down inside the 15 at the 13. Another Krisha Heston, Parker Properties first down, and Decatur here in the Case IH red zone.
Number 8, Kai Keetle on that stop. Well, it's still, man, I'd just like to go shake that kid's hand. Aiden Drerup's up there just talking to the Decatur line. He's got a smile on his face despite what's happened and just being a good sportsman.
Chase
big 72?
Yes.
Chase Berg, a freshman, is out at wide receiver on the far side along with Keaton Houchin here on the near side. They'll hand it off to the ladies' man, trying to get around the edge. And Sean Du Bois, hello, ladies. He's across the goal line. A touchdown for the ladies' man to top it off for the Eagles. And Decatur goes up 40-0.
Oh, man. Hey, ladies.
I wish we had one of those Lionel Richie songs tuned up. Once.
Hello.
Twice. 3 times. Oh, man.
I was thinking more of the Saturday Night Live ladies, man.
Well, I know.
Oh, man.
Break out your Cavassier. A McLaughlin Supply touchdown was good, and so is the Decatur Tire extra point by El Dape. And it's 41-0 Decatur with 3.5 minutes to go. We'll be right back with more Eagle playoff football after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
El Dape with your Parker Properties kickoff. It sails into the south end zone here at Anthony Field, and it'll be a touchback. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in your Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter, and this one's all Decatur now, 41-0. Tony?
Man,
are you ready for your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary?
Maybe.
Just talk about the last play.
It was pretty cool. They scored.
It was the Jets. I will say this. I don't know how many plays it was, but we got the ball on the 35-yard line, and it was Jed Ross with some runs and Abram Graham with some runs, and then it was topped off.
The amazing part, the ladies' man.
That's right.
It was a great run. He got to the outside, just dove into the end zone, and we could all hear the crying.
Baker trying to get around the edge on the near side, not going to do it. Tackle made there by number 41. Where's my roster? Sam Cannon, sophomore DB.
You know, the stats here, Pat, are just, they're so telling. You know, passing yards, Decatur had 51, Randall 41, but rushing yards, Decatur 267, Randall -5.
2nd and 4. There's your snap. Almost dropped again. The quarterback, Sanchez, is going to keep it. Makes a move at the 35, and he probably should have done it. Brought down there by number 28, Nathan McCrory. So your secondary is McCrory, Sam Cannon, a sophomore DB, Jacob Haynes at corner, Cade Johnson at corner. Linebackers, I've got Keaton Good. He's a freshman. Also got Aaron Rushing, Jude Robinson. I'll get to some other players here in a second as Randall hands it off, and they'll have a first down all the way out to the 39. But
Corey Harris sent me a picture of the ladies' man.
So along your defensive front, I've got Hunter Donahue, Corbin Owens, and also number 50, Eric Alexander at nose tackle. Glad to see some of these really, really young guys getting a little time.
Exactly.
Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Shotgun formation for Sanchez. He'll hand it off. Eric Alexander there along with Jude Robinson to push him back after a short gain of 1. Ball pops out, but well after the whistles. Carlos Lopez coming in. He'll take Corbin Owens' spot. Lopez will line up at defensive end on the right side. Randall taking all their time. Still 15 seconds left on the play clock. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders. Tight end left, shotgun formation. They'll throw it to the near side and incomplete, in and out of the hands of Baker. Cade Johnson on the coverage.
Randall just ready to take that long black train.
Keaton Good, a freshman, in at linebacker. He's taken up where the others left off. Having a little talk with Mason Gilbert. He hadn't been in but a couple of plays.
Making his presence known.
Yeah, but then they gave fist bumps at the end. So
nice.
Gilbert's going to come off. He is a 6'1", 195-pound senior. And I don't care whether it's your team winning or not. I hate to see seniors that play their last high school football game. I really do.
Yep.
Randall's going to call timeout. Let's take one as well, Charlie. We'll be right back with the final 1 minute and 9 seconds of this one right after this.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Welcome back, Eagles fans. Tony's struggling over there with his headset. There he is.
Hello.
Looks like Pat's headed down, so Tony, it's all you.
Oh, we got another fumble on a bad snap. Quarterback goes down on about the 24-yard line. Man, Charlie, they just, Sanchez stepped in after the injury to their starting quarterback, and it has just been a trial by fire for that poor kid.
Yeah, he's had trouble snapping the ball. Obviously, can't run the ball. The rushing is probably less than -5 now.
Oh, yeah, they're down to their, second or third string running back. Randall set up to punt now. Decatur doesn't have anybody back deep. 28 seconds left in the game. Let's see what happens here. There's your snap. The punt's off. Havasavik with another one. Ball drops down to about the 48-yard line, where Decatur, well, I am sure, will take a victory formation with 9 seconds left in the game.
Well, I've got Pat's mic up, so I'm sure when he's ready, he'll join us. They got 9 seconds left to go in this one. 41-0, Decatur over Randall. I mean, that's a little unexpected. I expected the game to be closer, and it was through the half. But
we punched them in the throat right out of the gates with that 100-yard touchdown return.
Yeah, but they responded and played well in the second half. Things fell apart for Randall here in
the latter half of the third quarter and fourth quarter. So Esco takes a knee. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Decatur wins 41-0 and will advance into the playoffs to play the winner of Wichita Falls and Brownwood, which is a game that will be played here at ACU tonight at 7 o'clock. Pat, you down there?
Yeah, he's going to try to go first.
So I'm looking for him because he's going to come out here from the right side. But you're right, Charlie. We expected a lot more, and just the middle of the game just got so bogged down in the weather. Bad, neither offense could really put anything together substantial. And then, Decatur was steady throughout the game in terms of scoring. We had, let's see, let me pull the stats up real quick, and I'll tell you,
there's Pat.
We had a touchdown each of the first 2 quarters. Third quarter, we had 2 touchdowns. Fourth quarter, 2 touchdowns. But Randall just could never put anything together.
No, and like you were talking about when you came on and
hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
I'm going to try and grab Coach Huff when he gets done with this line here and see if I can get some quick interviews, and I'll get player interviews after the school songs.
But we were talking about at halftime, Tony, you'd mentioned that you just keep pounding that rock, and they did. And, and that's what ultimately just kind of wore them down. And here we go. I think Pat's got Coach Huff here.
All right, Coach. Coming out of halftime, we were able to take control. Just talk about what we were able to do in the second half to come away with the win.
I would think one thing is the defense continued to play just lights out. Going in the win, the third quarter was kind of there. They thought we've got to get a stop right off the bat and kind of take some time off that clock. But finally got our running game kind of situated a little bit and figured out some things because they were crowding the line of scrimmage on us. We didn't do a very good job first half, but second half I really like the way the kids came out and got after it up front.
Well, headed to the regional finals. That'll be next week against the winner of this next game right here on this field. You guys, any of our coaches going to stick around and see how that one goes, or what's your plan?
There'll be quite a few stay. I've got a Suburban parked out there, so there'll be some people staying.
Tony Mooney up in the booth says he's buying everybody's dinner at Buffalo Wild Wings, so we can go have some of that and come back.
That sounds good to me.
Chips
congratulations,
and salsa for everybody.
Coach. Hey, y'all go over some stats, and I'll let them talk, and then I'll get some player interviews as soon as they break with the team.
All right, we got the Budmeister sitting here, going to go over some stats with us.
What a great second half, just like we thought. You run that rock up the middle, and then you run those play-action passes, and it opens up that passing game. So it was a good second half. Nate started the second half off with a 4-yard touchdown. The point was no good. Then you got Preston throwing a pass to Landon Phelps for 17 yards for a touchdown. Aldape had that one. In the fourth quarter, Escobar ran for 28-yard touchdown. And then last but not least, the ladies' man catches a pitch, if you will, and jet sweeps that around and hustled into the end zone right there at the corner. He did a great job getting in. Offense, this is a big difference. We have about 300 yards total offense tonight now. So after the halftime conversation, things got better. Nate with 126 yards rushing, still an 8.4 average, so great average for Nate. Preston 7 for 13, 51 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's great. I mean, for him. Let me tell you who the leading tackler was tonight, folks. Anybody have any guesses?
Leading tackle.
Well,
Leading
usually it's Lando Henry or
the Mendoza. Actually, in McClure.
Yeah.
He's led the few games.
It was the greatness of Lane Heston.
Wow,
Lane Heston.
Wow.
7 tackles, 6 solo, 2 assists. Now,
Wow.
Cade Brazil, right up there, too. Lando Henry, number 3. So, Lando the Man Henry's always up there. Ethan Talley had a great defensive game.
Yeah.
So, a good job by the defense. The offensive scheme that they ran kind of catered to Heston on the outside, okay, because of the way he plays and where he plays. So a lot of times the offensive scheme will dictate who your leading tackler is going to be because it's who they're going against or who they're running against, you know. But, yeah, great job by our defense. Once again, looks like about 15, 18 players, different players with tackles.
7 of those tackles were for losses.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, very impressive. So great job by the defense. And like we talked about at halftime, you know, you've got to come out and establish some type of control. And I think we did that by as Tony says, pounding the rock. And it worked great. So it was an excellent job by the coaching staff to make the adjustments that needed to be made at halftime. And then the players, of course, for responding to those adjustments. I think they did a great job. And something I didn't see coming out at halftime was I didn't see our guys panicked, okay? They were calm.
Oh, yeah.
They were cool. They weren't worried about anything. They knew that they could come back and play the second half and put this game away. And if you'd have told me before the game started the score was going to be 41-0, I would have said, nah, what are you smoking?
That's what Charlie and I were literally like, we did not expect the game to go this way.
No.
And, you know, we talked about the punching them in the throat right out of the gates with that 170-yard touchdown run by Antoine. And but then things just kind of bogged down. But with the consistency that we maintained offensively was we scored every single quarter.
Correct.
You know, 7, 13, and 14. And then, you know, like Coach Huff said, our defense just played lights out. But their offense, there's snapping issues.
Yes.
Not only just offensively, but on special teams, just ate them alive.
Well, if you noticed, every time the snap went over somebody's head when they tried to reach down and pick the ball up, they kicked it another 10, 15 yards.
Yes.
So, I mean, they were in trouble. And I don't want to say they were outclassed, but I think they were outmanned. Our guys were all over the ball, swarming as usual.
Yep.
Okay. So I was really happy with the way the defense looked. And go back to an old adage that's been around for decades: defense wins championships, guys.
Right on.
So you know that's important. So offense, great job for the offense, great job with the coaching staff. The fans weathering the storm today to show up.
Oh yeah,
they had a great game.
I'm gonna try to find Antoine here in a second. Ask him about his kickoff return.
Okay. Well, you know, to Charlie's point about fitness and how we're gonna outgas other teams.
Correct.
I think this was a prime example because as strong as their front 7 were on defense, they just got worn down.
They did. Jacob and I talked about that over there on the other
here
side.
we go. Looks like Pat's got him.
I got Antoine Gilreath. I want to ask you about your kickoff return. You got us off started. I think it's the longest kickoff return in Decatur football history, 107 yards. What did you see?
I seen the man open. I knew how to go. I didn't know how deep I was in the end zone, so that's why I returned it. But I just look up. I seen 2 guys make a move, another guy made a move. I just kept running for my life.
Well, after the kickoff return and the extra point, I think only 12 seconds had run off the game clock. So you made it there in plenty of time. 107 yards in 12 seconds. I mean, that's track stuff right there.
Yes, sir.
It might have been me wishing you good luck at Lowe's in the line checking out yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, go get your picture made. There, you're gonna miss some. All right. Let me see if I can find somebody else on defense.
Find number 70. Let's talk about that chippiness he was having with the other team.
I got the Mendoza.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, I think this is the first interview I've ever been able to have with the Mendoza, Wyatt Vincent, number 32. Talk about and they really had nothing going offensively, and y'all were able to throttle the running game. They couldn't throw it, they couldn't pass it, and then it got a little bit chippy. Just talk about what it was like out there.
Well, it was a little cold, We had a good week of practice. We had a good practice. We practiced in the elements, and we just came out and got it done.
Are y'all going to stick around and watch a little bit of the Brownwood game, or y'all going to head on back?
I think I'm going to watch a little bit of it, see what they look like.
All right, well, I've told everybody, Mooney's buying everybody's dinner at Buffalo Wild Wings, so head on over there.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Thanks, Wyatt.
That's the Buffalo Wild Wings in North Richland Hills,
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
So everybody show up. So
I'll be there for 5 minutes.
that's it. Come and go quick. Come and go quick.
Get your order done.
Free salsa from chips for everyone.
Yes.
Y'all, do you have numbers for Preston?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to try to grab him, but I'd like to rattle off his numbers for him.
His numbers are going to be, give me a second. There we are. 7 of 13 for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And rushing?
Rushing. I got to go back to the
7 of 13 passing, 2
Rushing.
touchdowns, rushing.
2 touchdowns rushing?
10 rushes for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns.
10 rushes for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just talk a little bit about the ball game, especially the second half. It was tough in the first.
Oh, yeah, in the first half, kind of started off slow. I wasn't reading the plays right. It was just slow for me. And then second half, Coach Huff got me right. We came out in the second half and helped our defense out, so it's pretty legit.
So what about talk to me about the elements? And I don't know that we had any fumbled snaps. I don't know that we had any drop balls. They had probably 8 or 9 fumbled snaps. Did y'all work on that during the week?
Oh yeah. Every time it rained, we were out there on the hill, and Wet Ball Wednesday, put the ball in the water, snap the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball. Worked on it all week.
Little Esco, ladies and gentlemen, regional semifinal champs, baby. Let's get them next week, dog. All right. Anybody else you think I can grab?
You got the whole linebacker core right in front of you.
Yeah.
Grab Lane Heston, leading tackler for
Lane
the game.
Heston. There
What?
you go.
Yeah, he's the leading tackler
Leading
for the
tackler
game?
for the game, yes.
All right, hold on. I'll find him. I'm going to turn my mic off before I get to him.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, great defensive stand by your.
Anytime you allow 0 points,
Yeah,
it's
this
a
is
good
your
defensive
I guess
game.
your regional semifinal champion Decatur Eagles. Am I correct in that
Yes, you're
assumption?
correct,
Okay,
yeah.
Or
regional finalists.
Yeah, regional finalists,
There you
Decatur
go.
Eagles. Yeah, great job, guys. Great. The coaching staff just amazed me with the way that they adjusted with these kids at halftime. Really,
Well, I
think
think
about
he's
the way
telling
they-
about what Preston was saying about, he was a little off, wasn't reading the plays right, and he said,
Coach Huff got him
Got
right.
him right.
He got him
That's
right. I mean,
it. Got him right.
That's huge.
Don't really want to ask how he got him right, but he got him right.
Listen,
So-
that's just
that's
good coaching.
greatness. Great, good coaching. Good coaching. So
and that's player buy-in.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I mean,
That's 100. You're
it's
exactly right.
trust,
Charlie.
player
buy-in.
player trust. They trust
All
it.
right.
They trusted anything.
Here we go.
I see. Wait, he's trying to evade me.
Don't let him evade
He's very
you.
shy.
He's getting his picture made.
Once he find out he's the leading tackler of the Eagles, he may want to.
Lane.
Yell QB
Get
at
your
him.
picture made. He's getting his picture made with the trophy and his
Yeah.
sister, Bryson Jade.
Yeah, just yell QB at him. He'll follow up with you. Don't worry.
Oh, you got the ladies' man right there by your left.
Oh, yeah.
Look out.
I can feel the heat. It's awful warm right
Feel
here.
the heat.
Hey, while we're waiting, I just got a text from Rob that Bushland is up 27-10 at halftime over Brock.
Wow.
Yeah. We were keeping up with that game.
Anybody got a
over there,
Paradise score?
They
I know
were-
they started
their,
at
their
2.
quarterback
Come
got
here.
put out of the game very early.
This side.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. Real early.
Right there. All right, I got Lane Heston, sophomore outside linebacker, leading tackler for the Eagles in this ball game, this big win against Randall. Lane, just talk a little bit about just what y'all were seeing on defense. They had nothing going on the run game.
They were usually good on the running on the outside, and so our outside linebackers were just trying to set the edge, and setting the edge just helped us.
Did y'all do anything different, any kind of slant stunts, anything like that to prepare for this one?
X and slant worked pretty good. The outside middle linebacker stunts helped.
Do you know anything about Brownwood? I know that. Well, I say that as a presumption that Brownwood's going to win. So we're going to have to stick around and see who does win. But are you going to stick around and watch any of this ball game?
I think I'm gonna go home.
Hey,
Get
Pat.
warm.
Hey, Pat.
You chilly?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, congratulations Hold on, they want to take our picture like we're doing something professional.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Tell him Buddy Kirkland said, way to go, QB.
Buddy Kirkland said, way to go, QB. Tell him hello.
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Great game tonight, bud.
Y'all be safe. Hey, I'm about to head up, but I do want to say this before we get off the air. Everybody going home, I guess if they're here, they're not going to be listening to us, but anybody that's out on the roads, be safe, because on the way up here, this weather's not going to get any better, and we saw car after car after car crashed on I-20, and I want everybody from Decatur to get home safe. So
definitely.
I'm going to shut this mic off and get back up there with you guys.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to hit a few commercials here while he's on his way up. We got a few to wrap up, so we will be right back here at Anthony Field at ACU just for some last-minute shutdown here, wrap up, and
Yes,
then
sir.
we'll be headed back to the big Decatur and get ready for
before
next
you guys
week.
go to break, I'm going to probably check out, so everything's cool. See you guys next week.
Sir.
Great
All right.
job.
Buddy, thank you so
you
much
like
for being
you
here.
like the dueling beards?
I
you
do.
Like
Telling
it?
you, yes, sir.
That's
You're
great.
still on the.
That's it, the dueling beards. Hey, shout out to my lovely wife. I'll be home in a little bit.
There you go.
Go Eagles.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
Welcome back, Eagles fans, where your Decatur Eagles have just became regional finalists by beating the Randall Raiders from Canyon 41-0 in a game that certainly didn't start off as exciting as it finished, with Decatur running up the 41, but mainly in the second half, scored 27 of those points in the second half. Decatur with an outstanding defensive game, holding the Randall Raiders to negative rushing yards and allowing 0 points. Tony, we're going to have next week, we're going to be playing the winner of Old High. That's Wichita Falls High School.
Yep.
And their opponent, Brownwood. And so that'll happen right here at 7 o'clock, and Pat's going to be right back with us here in a minute. May talk a little bit about that. I do know that Bushland is leading Brock 27-10 at half. I don't have a Paradise score for you. I was trying to find that.
21-0, Whitesboro ahead of Paradise.
Okay. Well, that's a game that Whitesboro, they're highly ranked, and they're good. They're a good team. And I think the Paradise quarterback, I don't recall his name, he got knocked out, and he's responsible for 40 touchdowns this year for the Paradise Panthers. So I expect Whitesboro to go on and win that game. But anyway, their game's still continuing. They started at 2. One other score, the United States tied up England unexpectedly.
0-0.
Do we have
for the World Cup?
Hold on a second.
And so
I got to get my readers out.
Yeah, everybody's watching you here.
Are they? Well,
Yeah.
they know I'm not lying then. I'm looking
on a second.
for looking to see if there's any other games going. Did y'all already do scores?
No. We have not.
Yeah.
Paradise.
I was just
Halftime, Anna and Salina. Anna up 21-16, so a close one between Anna and Salina. Kilgore big over Lindale in a final score, 63-37. Somerset trails Corpus Christi Cal Allen in the second quarter, 14-3. And later games today, obviously we've got Brownwood, Wichita Falls coming up right here at Anthony Field. Then we've got China Spring and Lake Worth. We got Lumberton against Tyler Chapel Hill also at 7 o'clock. And then the one that we are all excited about, the Bernie Greyhounds facing the Port Lavaca Calhoun Sand Crabs. We'll all have our eye on that one. But what a ball game, what a start, about the first minute anyway, and then what a second half for the Eagles as they advance as regional semifinal champions and advance to the regional final game next week. We'll be posting the information as soon as we have it. I think part of the reason Coach Huff is going to stay is, A, to watch the two teams, and then B, maybe to decide on location and time tonight before they leave. He didn't tell me that. I'm speculating. But as soon as we have that information, we will post it. But that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Pat Wadlington.
Fortunately, it'll be closer than this game,
You think?
regardless of who wins.
You would think. But that'll do it for tonight. Pat Wadlington along with Charlie Tibbles, Tony Mooney, and Buddy Kirkland. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Eagle Fight
never dies.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Be safe.